You are now live streaming to YouTube.
Oh, that's cool.
Sup?
Look at that.
Hey, YouTube.
What's up, YouTube?
Sup?
What's up, Internet?
Internet.
This is Internet 1 still, not Internet 2?
Sup?
I thought this was Internet 1.8.
Nah, I don't think that was a thing.
I heard the 2.0 a long time ago. Was
Yeah.
that the
This isn't-
2000s?
This
Well, that
isn't
was
Tosh,
for like
bro.
Internet
Oh.
2 for like universities and stuff. You know, like crazy games.
I don't know. I didn't go to school.
There's a bug on here.
Oh, what's up, bud?
This isn't Tosh, bro.
I don't hurt him.
This is
Nah,
Bob
he's,
Dylan.
he's gone.
He's fighting me. I
not
felt like I
gonna
was in a fight right now.
all the fights.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Hey, it's
Look at
working.
that, live.
It's working.
But this isn't 4K, right?
Hey, man. Let me
Oh,
turn
man, it
that.
ain't no 4K.
Oh, alright.
What's wrong with you?
I just thought I'd ask.
Oh, that's yours. You don't have a thing. You might want to put this behind
I
you.
need a thing though.
Yeah,
I brought a thing.
Can you get him a thing?
I only have one thing. I have two
You were
things.
supposed to bring the things.
I thought
That was
you
on the
were-
list.
You were supposed to bring a thing.
It was Davis. Bring the things.
Hey,
Davis.
I brought you, man.
That's
You are
true.
the thing.
Oh,
I was brought. This is your studio. You don't have things?
I don't.
Hey, remember that song? The
Which one?
studio song, remember?
Which one?
It was like
Which
on,
one?
it was like America's Got Talent or something. Why is this thing not turning for
Will
me?
you just leave it alone?
Okay.
It doesn't turn.
Oh, let me turn the
There
TV.
you go.
Okay. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay.
Okay, now I got. Hey everybody, this is Zach with IT Career Questions. This right here, this guy right here, that's Casey. He's a system administrator 2,
Dos.
level 2.
He's
Yeah, most of you guys know who that is. He's a jerk. That's Chris
Sup?
Davis. He's a system administrator.
Yeah.
Do that system administrator.
So, what's that red font on the top of it?
yeah. What is that?
Is that like, hey,
That's
Is that like
Your
pay
stream
for a
is not
license or something?
no, I'm paying for it. That's saying, hey, you're live right now.
Oh.
We're streaming. That's giving me all the stats. Look at this.
That's cool.
Frame rate and all that fun stuff.
do we have a live chat somewhere?
Yeah. look
Yeah,
at
that'd be
this.
sweet.
Ooh.
Right.
Oh, yeah, well-
Oh, look at that.
Sure.
Huh.
We got. You guys here. Look at this.
Can
Do
you,
this.
yeah, throw it up on here.
Jesse T. I appreciate the love for the stash.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
already
God.
hitting
Already
the stash
starting on
up.
the stash, man. This is terrible.
You know what you're getting into. The stash steals the show.
That's true.
It really does. It's like, you could have just the stash on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, zoomed in on the stash.
Yeah. If you got like a green screen in here, you could just Photoshop me out and stash.
Paint your face
Float in the
green.
stash.
Yeah, that
That'd
would
be
work.
sweet. Mm-hmm.
Like the green room.
Yeah.
Hello
You need it-
from Brazil. Look at that, Brazil.
Brazil.
What's up, Brazil?
We could pop this thing out.
Brazil, they're on the same time zone as us, right? Or they're like an hour
Sure.
ahead?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
it goes-
it's just
goes
down
down.
there. It's just
What
down.
time is it in Brazil? How about that?
Oh, you were serious?
Yeah, it's like it's 7 or 8 in Brazil, right?
Oh.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Can you make that
Yeah.
font larger?
I'm working on it.
Can you kick that person? They're swearing right there. See that person?
Yeah, I can kick that person.
You know, you can point up there now, though, too.
Yeah, but I want. Oh yeah.
But we can put that person in timeout.
Do it.
Sweet. What does that do?
I don't know.
Oh, the message was actually
300
deleted.
seconds.
Wow.
Wow, that's a long time.
That person's not going to be happy
No,
later.
they're not.
That person's gonna be pretty mad at you.
Yeah. We'll probably get it later.
Hmm. But then all you got to do is show the stash.
Like, they say perv stash.
So what's up, peeps?
Joseph Stalin says, is it hard to get into IT with a couple of DUIs under your belt? I don't know. Do you,
Nah.
if they
I
have a
don't think-
license,
I don't think they check for that.
Well, it
kind
depends
stuff.
what kind of job you're getting. If you're going, like, for SBM.
why would you even?
I don't know. It just came up. If you have to drive to different clients, then yeah, that's probably going to be a
Who's that?
problem.
Joseph
Is it-
Stalin asset? Well, I'll say. Well, it probably depends. Are you driving for your job?
Right.
If you're not driving for your job, I don't think it's something they're gonna check for
No.
or anything.
No, like, at our job, I don't think... I
Yeah,
kind of
okay.
remember.
So we drive.
It's 10:15 in Brazil. by the way.
Okay. So they're.
Not bad.
Who are these clowns? I need to put in like a little. I'll work on it for you.
To get back to the question, I guess.
Yes.
Is, so we do drive for our jobs occasionally, and I honestly don't believe that's something they check for.
No.
So I'm gonna say, as long as it's not like a felony or something, you're
Yeah.
probably all right.
Hey, just be a people person and be nice, and you'll be all right.
Do you remember like last year we had to provide like our insurance cards or something?
Yeah, because we do have to
No.
drive. Yeah, I
No.
remember that.
No.
I don't think it was one of those things that were like, "Hey, you better do it."
Yeah, I never did.
Oh, okay. I don't
I'm
think I
like
did
this
either.
guy. I
I don't
don't-
think I did either.
No, that wasn't the thing.
Never did it.
But I remember that coming up. Now we're reminded.
But I did have to provide my job and job title to the bank today when I cashed a check.
Oh, I did have to update Verizon, or they had to verify because you get a discount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that the other day. All right. How much for? Wow.
Depends on the day and time. I mean, there might be a Groupon out there for the price.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Check
Yep.
Groupon.
Give us a daily walkthrough of a system admin.
Woo.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Stress.
All the stress.
Actually, it's not too bad.
It depends on the day.
Yeah.
Really.
Automation is key.
Mm-hmm.
And
Automate all your things.
Yep.
There's the things. Being a sysadmin, so generally, the important things you wanna get alerted about. So make sure you have your alerts set up right. That'll make life easier.
Yeah.
Because they're like, what's broken? Like, I just got this alert 30 seconds ago. Hold on, fix it. So alert things, automate things, document things.
Lots of documenting.
Yeah, document all the things, and then you're really.
But that's not a daily walkthrough. So
No,
we
it's not.
totally didn't answer
We
the
didn't
question.
answer the question.
We'll come back to that later because there's a lot more. Or maybe we can do it now.
That's fine. You want?
I thought you were going to answer the question.
I'll walk through my daily walkthrough.
All right.
You want to walk through? Then
Sure.
You can walk through your daily walkthrough.
Sure.
So hang on, they're both we all work at the same place, right? And they're both system administrators. So we have two system administrators.
Unfortunately, we work really close to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, all three of us work very
Stuff
close to
happens.
each other.
So.
We
So
throw,
basically,
we throw stuff at each other. It's always
yeah.
fun.
I tried to whip like a couple things at him today.
Balls.
A couple things.
You're trying to throw balls.
Stress
at
balls. Let's
Stress
clarify.
ball.
Stress
Okay.
balls. Stress
Hey,
balls.
you can call it what you want.
So, general daily walkthrough. I guess it actually, honestly, it begins when I wake up because I turn the alarm off on my phone, and then I will check my work phone, and I will make sure like shit did not hit the fan while I was asleep, because that's how I am. And then I'm like, oh, okay, everything looks good. I'm gonna like go on with the rest of my life, and then I go into work, and then it's more of get caught up on email, check the alerting system to see if there's anything goofy that that didn't like get emailed out, because there are some of those weird alerts that are like, you don't really send an alert for, but you get alerted in the alert system. Check like logs from our virtual environment to make sure nothing goofy shows up in there. Check
Backups.
check backups. Check AD reports to see if anything goofy's going on there. Get it caught up on email, and then just kind of start projects throughout the day. So I get in at about 6:52 every day, and
Yeah.
I get caught up and ready to go by probably about 8 o'clock every day.
I do pretty much the same thing. Nowadays, though, when I get up in the morning, I don't stress so much about checking my email. So at some point between the time I get up, which I don't use an alarm for, but the time I get up and the time I get to work, I'll go through the email. And if something does look broken, we'll try to remote in and take care of it before we get in, depending on the severity of it. I do a lot of similar stuff. He takes care of more of like the backup stuff and the network stuff. So, but it's all similar things. It's you check your normal stuff, your email that comes in, which is notifications, and then get right into projects, and then meetings galore, and get interrupted a million times a day.
Absolutely.
Take care of all that junk, meet more meetings, and then the last like half hour try to relax a little bit before going home.
Yeah, and you might have the question of, well, what if you do get crazy emails in the middle of the night? Like, well, you kind of address them as they go through. Most of the crazy emails though we get in the middle of the night are probably like switch related or something, like a switch went down or a remote site went down or something like that. And usually they're back up by the time I check the email, and then it's not a problem. But I do try and stay proactive, and I try and hope that the alert messages we got didn't really mean anything, like the remote site went down because of a ISP or just like a power blip or something stupid like that. But I really always try and look into them to make sure and either A, went down for no reason, or B, if it did go down for a reason, we get it taken care of. So
I feel like we're missing a lot of questions too.
yeah, we are. There's a lot of stuff for one.
But I know our host here is probably taking care of all that.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got.
He's probably got notes
He's
written
got
down.
Yeah, on the OneNote or something.
There was actually a really good one. I'm gonna go up because it goes in line with what you guys kind of just.
Who are these clowns?
Yeah, no, not that one.
Okay.
What's it like being a system administrator? No, you guys can do that, but
The Mustache Riders Groupon related.
That was a good
Groupon,
one.
yeah.
Not that one. This is a good one too.
What's your system for documentation?
No, not that one. Not that one.
Okay.
Sorry, Rose.
Sorry, we're just trying to.
We can go to that one, Rose. Hold on, Rose, because hold on. Oh, where's it at?
Can you do a Control F?
I probably could, but I don't want to type it.
You got a keyboard right in front of you.
Okay, you know what? Somebody asked, what qualifications do you need to be a system administrator? I'm gonna let you guys tackle that while I get a drink.
Okay.
What qualifications do you guys need to be a system administrator?
All right. Well, I know I've answered that before, so I'll let you. I'll take your
Let
input.
me answer that.
You know, passion.
Yeah, I think it depends on the place you're going to. I guess in my situation, is more of you need to get your foot in the door somewhere, and once you get your foot in the door somewhere, it's all about a few things. You need to try and learn everything about the environment that you're working in, because that's crucial. If they have documentation on the environment, you need to try and learn everything about the environment. You need to try and help as much as you can, and then you'll be rewarded if you put in the passion and the dedication and the will to learn, and then you can work with your fellow coworkers to move up in the change. So I guess I'm basically saying, as long as you have the proper work ethic, you really don't need a whole lot of qualifications to become a systems administrator. It's more of you need to have the passion and the will to want to solve all the problems and learn all the problems and everything. So
Yeah, I agree. I think if you're gonna if you're applying for a job and you've never been a sysadmin before, you've just been a network tech or just a tech. I think you always have to start somewhere, and it's not usually you don't get hired as a sysadmin unless you've had that position before. I think, but I think once you get, like he said, you get your foot in the door, you have a good work ethic, you show up on time or early. I just couldn't help it. And you try, and when there's a problem, a strange problem, don't first go to everybody for help.
don't say I don't know.
Right.
Say, let me look into it.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. It may take me a little time, but I'll figure it out. And then you go and you research. Google's your friend, obviously, or whatever hell you like to use.
Yeah, obviously, if there's it depends on the environment, because some environments they run like goofy applications you've never heard before in your entire life. So it's sometimes Google's not your friend. Most of the time, Google is your friend. Mm-hmm. I will say that. But if you're taking a call and it's just the weirdest thing you've ever heard of, check the documentation for your site, or
definitely do that
first. If you guys
first.
have a help desk system, maybe try searching through there.
What's up, Duan?
Do a little Google foo, and if you get no blanks, if you're still coming up blank, you're like, I don't know what the problem is. There's still some basic, troubleshooting things like, did I check the event log? Is there something goofy in there?
Exactly.
Is it network related? Like, the device isn't on the network, something goofy like that, or is this as simple as like a service needs to be restarted somewhere?
Yeah.
Stuff like that, and then kind of go to the more senior people in the organization. Be like, hey, this is what I've done. This didn't work. What should we do?
I think a lot of times people rush to the fact that they need to fix it really quick. A lot of times, all you got to do is slow down, take a breath, think about things. I mean, it's just technology. It's just a software thing, probably, or a hardware thing. Just think about it.
It's not life and death.
No, I mean, for the most. And even if there was like a major system that was down, there's always downtime procedures, we call them, and every department, every hospital, or not just hospital, but every environment out there should have some sort of downtime procedure in that event. And if they don't, shame on them.
Right. Absolutely.
But like when major stuff goes down, yeah, we may have our boss looking down our however you call it, over our shoulders every once in a while, because he's got to answer to the bigger bosses. But they usually leave us alone, let us start figuring it out.
Yeah. And it just depends on the outage too, because I'll say there was an outage probably a couple years ago or something. We had a major. Yeah,
I remember that one.
Yeah, Davis remembers. So I'll say, first of all, I'm the one that caused the problem.
Whatever.
You got to own up to your mistakes.
Absolutely.
They happen.
Heck yeah.
So I think it was like a Thursday or Friday or something.
I don't remember.
I don't know. I was pre-provisioning some switch or something goofy like that. I was working with a device that, I don't know, it wasn't really in production. Nobody was on it. So it was just kind of like a mess around with it, trying to get it to work thing. And for whatever reason, it kind of backfired, and it created like this goofy-ass loop and shut off some switch ports and stuff like that to some other devices. So we basically had a major outage because a lot of the users couldn't get to our terminal services and stuff like that. And I remember
people couldn't log into the WISE terminals, which are dumb terminals.
Right.
Yep.
And I remember our boss, he'd come over, he's like, "What's going on?" And I flat told him, I go, "I don't know." I go, "I need time to look into this and figure it out." I go, give me some space. And he
totally did.
He left me, and luckily, whenever I'm in our core switches or any switches for that matter, I always log all the commands I do. So I guess I should give a shout out to Secure CRT. It's an application for switches and SSH terminals and all that goofy stuff.
Which I still need to buy a copy.
Yeah. So basically, anytime I log into a switch, I always log everything I do for scenarios like this. So immediately, I'm like, well, what happened? So I go back in the logs and I'm looking at everything. I'm like, nothing I did makes sense as to why this happened. But basically, we went through and we fixed it, and everything turned out to be okay.
But that was a very stressful situation, and I was sitting right across from him, and he was stressed out. I've never seen you so stressed out. And I left you alone too. And I said, "Hey, if you need any help, let me know." And I think we walked over to a couple switch closets.
Yeah, we had to console into the switches to re-enable the ports.
Oh yeah, in the server room,
yeah,
we had to actually plug in a console cable that we couldn't even reach into because of the way they stacked servers and stuff. So we had to. It was a nightmare.
But the learning experience I ended up going back and setting recovery options on those switches. So if that were to ever happen again, it'll fix itself within 5 minutes.
Oh, that's awesome. And you know what? He is now the hospital's network administrator. That's what I don't know if it's official, but it's just what we call him because he had to learn it all on his own here. I mean, you did work a network job before that, but you didn't get deep into the Cisco switches. Yeah. So everything he's learned, this is an important part, everything he's learned at the hospital for the networking, which is a lot of Cisco stuff, is all from just hands-on, jumping in and learning yourself. He didn't go to school for it. He didn't go do certifications or anything. You just did it because he had to.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think that's an important part of moving up in the IT industry is just jumping in and doing it.
And definitely helps because it's something I love to do, and I always love to learn new things and everything. What was it? We had a consultant on site Tuesday. Was they were on site. We had I just learned something brand new in the Cisco world, and it's my new favorite command. It's show run INT and then the interface, and then it just freaking shows the configuration for the interface you're on. And it's the greatest thing ever.
Oh, really? You just run that interface instead of doing show run and then trying to find it.
Show run INT whatever.
Oh, I just learned something new too.
Thing ever. Yeah.
And I don't know all the stuff he knows, but I know enough to go and configure. I can kind of configure a brand new VLAN, but I'd probably ask him for some help. But configuring ports and all this stuff, I think Zach knows how to do all that too. And it's just stuff you learn on the job. Okay.
Not as well as you guys, but yeah.
But see, you don't work with that as much as us.
Well, part of the problem is a lot of it just gets thrown at me and I just do it. I don't throw it back.
That's the problem. That's the problem with our department lately. Yeah. Is things are so segregated for some reason, and we shouldn't do that. But we will change that eventually. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm sure there's a lot of IT departments though that are like that, and a lot of people run into that.
But we got to fix that problem as a group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We will.
So I probably just need to start I want to teach Zach how to do this. I'm not going to do this.
Right.
Yeah. I'll reassign this.
But see, Zach has to want to do that.
That's true.
And then, right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd have to put a note on the ticket.
You know what I'm saying?
When you want to do this, come Come talk to me.
Or if Zach has that
We've
problem,
done that though.
Yeah.
if Zach runs into a thing out there like he needs a switch port configured, maybe he'll go, hey, can you show me how to do this again? And I'll do it from now on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And then I'll write documentation on it.
Oh, that's already done. I wrote that a long time ago. It's out there.
So yeah, that
At least for the
brings us to our
switch
next
port
thing,
access.
because, somebody asked about our system for documentation, which is probably one of the best that I've ever seen. It's probably the best, and that's not that the system is the best that I've ever seen.
Right. It's old. It's antiquated.
Yeah, it's definitely.
It's called Mind Touch.
Yeah.
It's and back in the day it's from a company called Mind Touch, and it was called Decky Wiki. I actually installed it at home, and I think I did a couple videos on it on PCX a long time ago, but you can't get it anymore. Not the free version called Decky. It's all different now, and there's much better products out there now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a really, the basics of it is it works.
It does. It works really great.
It works. It does.
Yeah, it's a product you can't get anymore, but it's still great. You get like some tagging features. You make different sections and stuff like that. The search is really goofy. It's weird because like Internet Explorer is kind of weird for editing documentation. So like sometimes you got to switch between Chrome and Internet Explorer depending on what you're doing. And people are probably like, well, why are you still using Internet Explorer? But like, guys, we work at a hospital, so Internet Explorer is kind of a much needed application in our
Go sit down.
environment.
Go sit down. I'm just looking at it.
And then these guys are
Sorry for the
they're
interruption
gone.
here.
It's the stash show now.
It is.
The stash show.
The stash show.
I'm just gonna hang out here. I'm gonna try to start your mower again. I just want to make sure we get you in there. I think the view's cool right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, but documentation, man. I know it's a pain in the butt.
Documentation is key.
Oh, it is, and maintaining it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm pretty bad at maintaining
And
it.
I've gotten to the point where
Yeah.
I'll run across something and I'll be like, oh, that's really cool. I'm like, I'm gonna go document that because I want to be able to reference that later.
Yep. I used to put it. Well, go ahead.
No.
Like I'll use Outlook notes for like quick things that I don't think everybody else wants to know. But then eventually, like I may convert some of those to an actual wiki that if somebody else needs to know it. But sorry, man. Should we answer questions quicker?
Everything down. Like,
Do you?
What? Yeah.
With a pen and paper?
Yeah. Like if I don't think it needs to be in a wiki, like, because I'll retain it a lot better. And I'll write it down.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
like if I think it needs to be.
I don't
in a
think
wiki,
Casey owns a pen.
Yeah, probably not.
No, I do.
I see. I can't like.
I have to have pad paper.
I have the pins there, and then our boss comes over and steals them.
Yeah.
I have to have that there because quick notes. I can't just. I retain like you. I retain it better. Depends what
See,
it
I
is.
want to retain it. And I can't like open up like a Word document and write it all out.
Oh, answer my question. There's a lot of questions I'm sure we haven't answered.
What was your question, Ice Man?
Re-answer your question. I mean, re-answer.
Yeah, re-ask your question. We probably scrolled through it. There's a lot going on.
I just so everybody knows, I have written down a bunch of questions that you guys have asked. We're just trying to go through.
Where'd you
them
write
all.
these down? You don't have a pad of paper.
Oh. I use a Word document.
But you
actually.
retain it. Okay.
I don't need to retain it right now because it's not vital to my job.
We have a good time, like working, and then
We do.
yeah.
I think I smash beaches.
I like that name actually. He probably lives on the coast and
Probably lives on the
and
beach.
he smashes stuff on the beach.
Yeah.
Like what's that dude's name that used to hit watermelons?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know that one.
Oh my God, the dude he used to put on a big show. He put a watermelon out. And
Gallagher.
Gallagher, yeah. Maybe he's like Gallagher.
You know what Gallagher is? Or you young?
No, he's
Another
too
video
young.
Game.
Oh, what's up? What's up? Binary number from Russia?
Russia.
Yeah, Dale says Gallagher. See, we're a little delayed.
We're talking about the Gallaghers from Shameless.
Watching from Russia? Heck yeah, Russia.
I'd have to see that again.
You gotta watch Shameless.
Oh, no, oh yeah.
Shameless, heck
Which ones are the Gallaghers though?
That's the family
that's
on
the show, bro.
Shameless.
I don't remember, man. You know, he still didn't ask the question.
You don't want a 2 terabyte hard drive. You want a solid state drive, bro.
This guy nails it. Solid
Absolutely.
State's where it's at.
2 turntables and a
I
microphone.
smash beaches. Thoughts on the OSCP certification? That's where it was.
I'll be honest with you. I don't stay up to date on any certifications at all. I don't even know what is it? OSCP?
Yep.
What is that, like a Cisco thing? Is that a Windows thing? Microsoft thing? We got to Google it.
Offensive security certified professional. So
well, since it's security related, I guess we can touch on that in the sense that security is super hot. Like, like the world loves security. You know, like Equifax, like, you know, they needed better security.
Yeah.
We're giving out his social security number later.
Yeah, we talked about it on our way up here.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did.
But I guess we can say anything security related is super hot in terms of getting jobs and all that stuff. So if you can get anything security related, it will probably help you out.
And it'll help you out too in a sysadmin job as well.
There's so many certifications, and then when you start shortening them, whatever you call it, acronym, it gets ridiculous because there's literally so many certifications. There's so many acronyms in IT in general.
Yeah, there is.
It just gets ridiculous.
Binary number cracked WPA2 today.
No kidding.
Probably the crack flaw.
Is that personal or enterprise?
Heck yeah.
Honestly, binary, I'm still waiting on the fix from Cisco.
Hey, you know who we saw live?
What Microsoft has.
What was his name? McNitch. Kevin McNitch.
Kevin
McNick. Mc something. McDonald's. Hey, you know when we passed McDonald's, that line was huge, man.
It was.
Yeah, it's always huge.
It was ridiculous.
It's always like that.
Okay, here's the thing. There's 20 cars.
Yeah.
And then there's like the split drive-through, and then it was backed up that net.
And then it goes around.
Didn't somebody say that's like the busiest McDonald's in Illinois or something?
I think so. Northwest. I don't know. Not the burbs.
It's ridiculous. It's disgusting.
Sorry.
Anyway,
McNick.
So getting back to the security, anything that says security on it right now, right this second, and probably for the next at least
forever.
Well, eventually at some point it's gonna just get cluttered, but it's if it says security, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
if you can do anything that's security related, do it.
Yeah.
Period.
And the best thing about it is if you're a security admin, if somebody comes to you and says, "Can we do this?" You say no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
security related.
You're compromising security.
Right. They're not going to question you and want to talk security with you.
I can't open that port on the firewall. That's ridiculous. That's port 80. Yeah. Well.
And they say why? Oh, let me show you my security certificate.
Yeah. Right.
Certification.
443. That's it.
That's fine. All right.
Can't
go horrible. We do that on Monday. We're blocking port 80.
We've done some similar crazy stuff. I mean, not on purpose.
Right. Email. Block all the
We've been very. I'm gonna knock on. You got wood somewhere? We've been very lucky with email. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we're working on all that right now.
You know, I was gonna say
we're moving our way toward getting more secure.
It's on the list.
You know that project you and I've been working on, that tunnel with that one company or whatever.
With the 3 letters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the email that they send that says external.
No, that's not them.
What?
I don't think that's them.
No, that is them because we're not adding that.
Oh no, not IW.
No.
It's not them though. It was a different company.
No, it's the
yes.
one I was talking to Dave about.
Yeah, the type of dog.
Yeah.
There's a type of dog that's similar.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, I like their email. I was like, I should talk to Davis. Like, we should start doing that. Where it says,
I like that.
If you
though.
get an external email, it prefixes your email. It says, "Hey, this is an external email
with color too."
Yeah. If you're not expecting this email, or if you don't trust this person, don't click. Don't be an idiot.
It says it in a nice little
that.
box.
Yeah.
It says external
cool.
email. Yeah, it's really cool. I like that
please
too.
don't bring ransomware under
I'm glad you're on the same page with me.
Yeah.
Or with that. Have you? Oh, you haven't seen it yet. Let me forward you that. Hold on, I may have it in my email. Carry on.
Okay. Well, we've been working on the security stuff lately, though. Actually trying to get more up to date on security.
All the time.
MDM and the fake phishing stuff, or they're just the weird phishing emails that we've been getting that I don't know anything about.
Hey, can I connect to your Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I know the password.
Oh, okay. I can tell you what the password is.
I know it. Which Wi-Fi is it? Is it? You got a lot
PC
of.
Symbolist.
5G? I'm gonna
you have 60 gigahertz?
Well, it's the one I told you, and then it's 5G at the end.
Okay, but is it capital letters or anything?
No,
okay.
Is that a capital G? Lowercase G.
Lowercase.
Is it 5 spelled out or the
numeric?
Hey, what was at the end? I forgot.
Let's see.
Lowercase G.
This James guy, he's in blue because he always comes into my chats and he's very helpful.
What's up, James?
And then Duan, I don't know where Duan. I don't know if Duan's.
That's like a song.
Cool guy
Duan.
too. Have you worked with managers with MBAs?
I would say a lot of our managers probably have MBAs, right?
Yeah, I think
and
they all have to. I'm pretty sure.
Incorrect password.
I like that.
And the thing about
5G.
I don't know. It's just a lot of. I think it just depends on what managers you work with, because some of them have their act together and others don't have their act together, and it's just like talking to a brick wall sometimes.
That's everywhere you go too.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to just say about where we're at, but that's everywhere. Yeah.
That is everywhere. I've worked a lot of jobs, and I don't have anything else to say.
Yeah. I just think it's irrelevant of whether you have an MBA or not. It's just just depends on who you're working with.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. And when you're in IT, some people just understand IT and some people don't. Then there's the people who just understand common sense and some people don't.
Yeah.
There's that,
Yeah.
Network Plus or Cisco? Cisco.
Ooh, I'll agree with Cisco on that.
For what? Oh yeah, absolutely. I have my A+ and my N+, and I got that like in '99 or something.
God, you're old.
I am old.
He was like 11.
But at the same time, there was one time I took a semester of Cisco. I did take
it. He was 11.
You're talking math. I don't want to do math.
Good math.
But anyways, yes, A+ and N+ don't mean.
Oh, where'd the three of us start? First IT job. First IT job.
Okay, so.
Southtown Canaan. Go.
So back home in San Diego, I think I worked 10 years at a copier place, and it wasn't tech, but I worked on copiers. And at some point, they started connecting to the network more and more, and then I had to get my A+ and my N+, because we had to touch the servers and all that stuff at customer clients. That's, I think, when I started working tech. But then my actual first job was moving here in Illinois. I worked as a server admin for the college district out in Iowa as a contracted interim server administrator. And I didn't know what I was doing, but I did it, and I made it work. And
when you first moved here, did you call it Illinois?
Nope.
Okay.
You know what we did do, though? Me and my brother-in-law, we're like, we're going to call it Illinois, because we were all into music and bumping in the car. Illinois. So, yeah, that was me. Go ahead.
Oh. So I guess, honestly, the first job I had in IT was breaking my computer in my mom's basement. But after that, I was taking some career courses in late high school, and I got an internship there, but that doesn't really count because I didn't get paid. But after that...
Hold on. Internships absolutely count.
It was high school internship.
But did you use that?
Yeah.
Like, did you... Right. Yeah. Did you mention that? You mentioned that at your jobs, right? Your job interviews? Yeah. Okay, it does count.
Internships, guys.
All right.
See, you're
gold.
Internships count.
They do.
But my
for these people who are trying to get in IT.
So yeah, my teacher got me the internship, and so it was like a 6-month internship, and then I graduated from the high schools, and then my teacher also said, "Hey, I got you this job interview at so and so." So then I worked at an ISP. I worked at an ISP for 5 years.
Here it is. Here it is. Sorry.
Yeah, check that out.
Isn't that awesome? I'm going to show you. You keep talking, man. Sorry.
Yeah, so I was just saying.
You be careful.
So I guess the first IT job I got where I got paid and got a legitimate W-2 was I worked at an ISP doing PC repair, phone support, and all that fun jazz, and like network monitoring and all that stuff. So.
Oh, I'm trying to reply.
Cool.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to interrupt your...
No, you're cool.
Oh, my bad. All right.
People already forgot about whatever you're talking about.
They're not going to be able to see it. Look how white the screen is. They're not going to be able to see it.
Oh, there it is. Look at external. That's pretty cool. Okay, carry on. Somebody screenshotted that, and they're going to...
First IT job, school districts. Back home for me in the suburbs of Chicago. Doing support and actually doing like a teaching class for some of the kids there. Back when I was like 19. So it was a really small school district then.
But you know what? Oh, go ahead.
So with the school... Hey, when you were in high school, did you ever try and circumnavigate the IT stuff?
I can picture him trying to do that.
I'm with this guy, or I didn't go to high school.
All right.
True. So.
Well, I was going to say, I did.
Here's an
because I'd have my hosting website where, I'd pay $5 or whatever and get my shared hosting thing or whatever. And I'd set up a proxy. So I just go to my proxy site, and I can browse.
And then you can hit it, yep.
Well, freaking the network admins, apparently they watch the logs and shit, so they'd block my proxy site. So then I had to set up another proxy site.
Oh.
I don't think they liked me.
No.
They probably did a who is on my domain, and I filled it all out properly, and they're probably like, this kid.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
You probably did.
As when I was a server admin for the interim thing, when they actually the college hired a server person, I quit that job because I didn't want to work on copiers anymore. It was a copier company, but whatever.
What was your least favorite copier to work on?
Shut up. So, we have this thing about printers and stuff. Anyways, from that job, I interviewed and I applied at a school district to be a technician. So I went from a server admin to a tech. Nothing wrong with that, guys, at all. I said, you know what, I need the experience anyways. I was never a technician. So I need the experience, I got to start somewhere. I started there, and before you knew it, was just me as a tech and the tech director. Before you knew it, that guy left, like 6 months later. I was the interim tech director. I didn't know what I was doing, but I did it, and I learned a lot, and then I ended up somewhere else, and then at the hospital.
You know what's funny about that, though? For some of, like, these young people who are looking to get jobs and stuff, who could, like, end up being, like, a sysadmin, like, right off the bat, if the 90% chance, or, like, the 1% chance that could happen, being a sysadmin, like, if you get, like, a cert or a degree or something, like, you get lucky, become a sysadmin or whatever, like, just instantly, you know?
Yep.
You know, sometimes it just happens, right?
Sure.
But you get paid like dirt sometimes. You know, you move locations, right?
Oh yeah.
And then you become a tech and you make like 10 times more.
Oh yeah, that happens. Totally happens.
Like there's like sysadmins in like Florida who make like $35,000 a year.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right? Like legitimately. Yeah. Like there's a lot of locations where sysadmins make just shit. And then there's techs who make like $50,000, $60,000 a year.
Sure. Yep. Yeah. You just got to start somewhere and just do it. You're never going to live in the same place forever. You're never going to work in the same place forever. You're going to move around. If you're not happy, leave, go somewhere else. Sorry, let's answer some more questions.
Yeah. Look, this is a good one right here. This is like what this. I like this one right there.
Go ahead and who is it and ask the question.
I think I want to ask first.
Otto.
Why are you nervous, Otto?
Well, wait. See, you gotta.
Okay. The question is.
By who?
Otto asked. I start my first help desk job on Monday, and I'm nervous as hell. Do you guys have any tips for the first day? Well, I'm going to ask you, why are you nervous first?
That's a great question, Casey Babel. I'm sorry, Casey.
Nobody's gonna be able to spell.
No.
Hey,
and plus,
bagel?
Yeah, I did. Ooh, you got bagels? I'm hungry. I'm not hungry.
I think I do.
I'm gonna drink.
Well, I hope he's still watching.
Well, there's a delay. There's a delay. You got to realize this is your first live stream.
Congrats, Otto.
What's the internet?
Whoa. I keep finding these bugs. You see that?
I told you. That's why I said you can close the garage door.
It ain't gonna help. It's fine.
Yes.
Close it.
Never worked in an enterprise environment.
All right.
Okay.
That's a good one.
So I'm gonna say, so if you're moving to an enterprise environment, I bet people are gonna be so helpful, and they're probably gonna. Hopefully they'll pair you with somebody.
Yes.
And that person will be like, hey, here's our help desk system. We log all these tickets. There's tons of info in here if you search for like problem IDs. We have like this dedicated documentation system that you can search for all these keywords and
ticketing system that has the resolutions in it.
A good functioning IT department will want you to succeed because it only helps them out too. So like he said, hopefully they pair you up with somebody. They're going to guide you in the right direction and set you up for success.
The trick to IT is the less that we have to do things because we taught you how to do it, the more we can do to better
the hospital.
The environment.
Or, I'm sorry, the environment. I always
Yes.
go to the hospital. You know what I mean.
So the less work we have to do because we've taught you it, the more we can learn.
Right. So we're going to try to train you the best way. Whatever works for your training needs, we're going to try to do that. Yeah. So you don't have to come back and ask us 4 more times.
Yeah. So I'd say don't be nervous. You can ping computers, right? You can see if they're on the network. You can.
You're not. It's expected that you're not going to know everything. You're not going to know the environment. Right. We've all been there. We've all started at this place at a place at some point. We didn't know jack squat.
Right. Absolutely.
It's totally fine, man. Don't worry about it.
Just read error messages. Stop. Breathe.
Yep.
Think about it.
Maybe take some notes.
Yes. Take notes. For the love of God. I remember when I first started at the hospital, I got a notebook, and that's all I did.
And don't think you know everything.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
You're not gonna know everything.
Yeah.
Yes. And we don't know everything either.
No, absolutely not.
But have you guys ever worked somewhere where like you work with somebody? Not that they know, because everybody's always worked with somebody that thinks they know everything. But worked somewhere where you've worked with somebody who won't share the knowledge with you?
Yes.
Like,
because they want to make themselves feel more secure.
Yeah.
That they're the ones that have all the knowledge. Yes.
Have you ever had that?
It's horrible.
No.
No, he doesn't.
I'm young though.
It's
like
horrible.
12.
They won't document stuff because they don't want. They want to feel more secure in their job. They won't document. I worked at a place. You know the place, and there was no documentation for any clients anywhere. And nobody worked there that could help me, so I had to somehow figure it out or reformat or do something. But
yeah, it's terrible. If you end up in a place like that, God help you.
And hopefully, maybe you'll get some experience out of it.
Yeah, you get experience. Try to make
up,
it
Romeo?
there as long as you can, and just try to make it there as long as you can.
just jump in there,
Experience.
have a passion, ask questions, don't be afraid. It's fine. What else we got?
I'll go back to some of the older questions that we have. It's been like going crazy. There's like
How many people you got viewing this?
28.
Nice. What's up,
It
28
was higher
peeps?
than that.
28.
What was it? What was the highest?
It's like 36.
Man.
Yeah, Tanya probably jumped.
She had 15 tabs open.
She's like, I go read Outlander.
What?
It's this book series.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot. My brother likes it.
I got a question for all of you out there. And maybe, and you know what? No, it probably doesn't. Never mind. It won't work.
Tanya did ask a question. She said, "What industrial office printer would you suggest?"
We don't talk about printers.
HP.
Definitely HP, whatever
HP.
it is. Who cares? Just
Universal
HP.
print driver.
For life.
It's all I gotta say.
Ooh,
HP.
PowerShell. You see that?
PowerShell.
Here's a PowerShell with question marks.
We're all
Romeo,
about
my man.
PowerShell.
PowerShell to the people.
You know the.
Hey, speaking of PowerShell, Davis.
Shut up, Zach.
Aren't you supposed to make some PowerShell videos?
Shut up, Casey. I'm working on it. I just migrated my site from one hosting to a much
What
better
is
hosting.
your
What's that to do with
hosting
PowerShell?
have to do with a video?
Well, because when
Don't
I
you just like record your screen and be like, oh, here's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
PowerShell,
but there's much
tab
more to
complete.
it, Casey. I record my videos. I actually go back and do it again and take screenshots, and I type it all up on everything I do, and then I put it on my website. And lately, I haven't been able to update my website because it
Just
just
talk to your web admin.
yeah, nah, they're like from another country, and it's just horrible.
Mm-hmm.
What was the question? Was there a question?
No, it's just PowerShell.
Oh, thanks a lot, guys.
PowerShell is great, but I did want to say I did read on the line that the latest version of Server 2016, which is like 1703, is the version number or something goofy shit like that. I don't know. Apparently, you can only install that version as a core version, so you're forced to use strictly PowerShell because Microsoft's only doing the GUI on like every other release or something.
Server manager, centrally located.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be where it's at, or PowerShell. It's
Oh,
all
honey,
over.
I'm glad to see you put Outlander down for now.
For meow.
Uh,
Listen here, meow.
Let's answer some questions, man. What we
I'm
got?
working on it. All right. We answered.
I do want to ask. I do want to say retro IT. I have never used NT4 because I'm 12.
I have used
He's a big fan of
NT4
NT4.
with what Novell?
Ooh.
What was it? Yeah, Novell.
Let me see. What's the question though? The moment I'm trying to
It was-
replicate a vintage data center on my.
No, not
YouTube channel.
Novell.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess why are you trying to replicate a
Hey.
vintage data center?
Why not?
I'm curious.
Hey,
not?
that might be something some old schoolers might want to do, or
Yeah.
even new people. They're like, well, what was it like back in the day?
Yeah.
It's horrible. I wouldn't do it.
Does Casey
I'm
have a
just
YouTube
kidding, no.
channel? Yeah, Casey's gonna have a YouTube channel.
Let's let him talk about
All
that.
right, so I'm gonna have my YouTube channel. It's non-tech related. To bust everybody's bubble, it's not tech related.
Oh.
It's rap related. I'm going to take current and past rap songs,
Mhm.
and I'm going to translate the slang words to normal words. And I'm going to read rap.
You know you're
them.
giving up. You need to like. You're giving up your whole thing here.
Oh,
Hopefully
yeah,
somebody else doesn't do it.
Yeah, somebody's going to take that idea.
I thought we talked about that. We don't need
Shoot.
to like. Yeah. So forget what he
Disregard.
just said.
I don't have a
He
YouTube
didn't
channel.
I like the Joseph question. I mean, I just read the first
I
one.
think it's-
Okay.
Which question?
The Joseph, the
Oh,
blue
the
jam.
paragraph.
Yeah, there's like a big.
Yeah.
Oh my
like
God!
a- there's like a novel
you guys
up there.
work on-
As far as for somebody who wants to be a sysadmin, I'm sorry to these two guys, but I don't think a Mac's as important for
Correct.
sysadmin stuff. It's
Don't
probably,
apologize to me.
No, it's probably more tech related. If you're gonna be a tech, you need to know Mac stuff. I'm gonna say.
You need to be familiar with it and not be afraid of it. And when somebody comes in the office with a Mac, don't just direct them to somebody else.
Yeah.
Try. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
But otherwise, you definitely need to know Windows or Linux. It depends on the environment you get into, because some environments will probably be like 95% Linux, and others will be 95% Windows. Some might be split. You're probably going to make a shitload more money being Linux certified, though.
Yeah. More money with Linux, but you got to be good, and you have some tough competition out there. But if you're in a rural environment, really, like if we need a Linux guy, like that's not one of our vendors, we got to call someone from like Quad Cities, and they're expensive. Yeah. But I would say definitely Windows is your main one. Linux, like in our environment, we have a handful of Linux boxes, but we don't manage them. They're vendors that we contract with from that actual application who remotes in. We have a tunnel or something set up, and they just remote in and they handle it.
Is this guy trolling? Ooh. Retro IT, is he trolling? What is this? I use XP data, Windows Vista.
You might be.
Are you trolling me?
NT4 workstation I was away from eBay. Oh, Retro, that's awesome, man.
Probably somebody we know.
Probably great.
Matt Reed.
That's what I was going to say.
Nobel.
Retro IT.
Nobel Networks.
He's going to say something about Nobel.
Oh, yeah. Hey, no problem, Joseph. Windows, definitely be hardcore about it. Linux, a little bit.
Macs don't belong in a business environment.
Yeah, I agree. But with the iPad crud that's going on anymore.
Macs don't belong in a business environment, but they belong at home.
But personal, like I'm a huge Apple Mac fan for my personal life.
But if you're going to go with tablets, though, I'd definitely suggest Mac over Android. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Did Android still make tablets?
I don't even care. I don't care. I mean, really.
Yeah.
What are the questions you got, man? Let's do this. Let's pump these out.
I didn't grab their name, but somebody said I should be getting my IT degree in networking sometime next year with zero professional IT work experience. Would a company take a chance on me? Company's going to take a chance on anybody.
Do you have like Cisco switches and networking switches at home that you can mess with and like break and stuff?
They can join IT Pro TV and use the coupon code ITCQ30 and get 30% off of their subscription.
Cool, and I don't know why I'm at the microphone right now either. Why am I doing this?
And they have practice labs.
Ooh.
Virtual labs.
But I think if you have zero experience in anything, immerse yourself in it at home. Like, be like crazy about it. You know, your family, your spouse is going to be like, what the hell is this kid or guy or girl doing out here in the basement? Who cares? Immerse yourself. Set up your own environment. Networking, computers, whatever. Set it up, break it, document, blah, blah, blah. Because when you go to your interview and you say, you know what, I don't have professional experience, I have personal experiences. Here's what I did. And when you can talk intelligently about it, to me, it holds a lot of water or whatever you call that. Weight, water. It starts with W. Oh, you know W things. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Sorry, go ahead. I talk too much, right?
No.
I think I do.
So this guy, Chris, says, what version of Windows Server do most businesses use? And I just think about...
all over the map.
I think it...
I just like...
I think it depends on what environment you're in. Because there's probably... Okay, you probably have your Fortune 100 companies that are either probably all on server 2003 because they have legacy apps that, you know, they make billions of dollars a year, but they don't want to spend money in upgrading. So you have your like Fortune 100 apps, you have your Fortune 500 companies. It just depends on your environment. I guarantee there's probably environments out there right now that are strictly like server 2016. That's it. Like that's all we do. Yeah. We're up to date, and that's great. That's awesome that their tech is doing that. And then there's mixed environments where you're like, yeah, we're holding off on 2016. 2012 R2, cool. We're trying to get rid of some older stuff, and then
we're still running.
A lot has to do with the business making money, because if they have the right IT staff, the right IT staff's probably going to push to keep it current and to keep it up to date. If they run into trouble and the IT staff is upset and they leave, maybe you only have one person, the one tech guy there who was trying hard, and he leaves. You're going to hire somebody else, and they're going to struggle for a while to try to get up to speed in the environment. Who knows? I mean, they could get behind really quick with this stuff.
But it's probably a lot on the organization, because I guarantee you, any good sysadmin that's at an organization, they're probably telling their boss, their CFO, their CEO, they're probably saying, hey, we have this legacy shit that the vendor's not supporting. Get me off of this.
Absolutely.
Because I don't want to be put in the position where
I'm unsecure.
Broken. Yeah.
Can't support it. No, we are not at work right now. You still use hubs. That's pretty funny. Hopefully that's a joke.
copying all these things down.
Okay, cool. I was trying to. Okay, I didn't see you. I thought you were taking a nap over there.
I want to jump to Ren Lax there. What pisses you guys off the most?
Oh God.
Oh, that's a great question.
I want to say not trying. Not trying, not taking the initiative, not stopping, like thinking for a moment and saying, hey, let me run some scenarios through my head and say, let me think about this.
Right.
Have I come across this in the past, and can I fix this myself?
Right. And even if I'm 100% with him right there.
Yeah, I'm going to agree.
Yes.
100% exactly what you said.
Try, and if you don't want to try, don't work with me. Don't work there. Go find somewhere else. I mean, really.
Is this documented somewhere? Or has this happened in the past that I've put in a ticket for?
Right. I want to work with people. I'd rather work with somebody that has zero professional experience but has like a want and a desire to learn and actually retains it than somebody that's worked in the industry forever that just doesn't try.
They're just there to get a paycheck. I guess.
Yeah. I'd rather, and if I'm part of the hiring process, I would hire just like that.
Yep.
Sorry.
No matter what.
And I have done that before at the school district.
Yeah, I don't care what certifications, degrees, whatever you have.
I mean, there's paper checks out there that there's people out there that know nothing, but they have all these degrees or they have all these certifications and they can't,
or their work ethic is horrible.
Yeah.
I don't. That doesn't matter.
So hiring a person is very hard.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
You got to be able to figure that out
before you hire
them.
them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we've all been part of it. We're all been part of the hiring process at some point.
Nah, I haven't been at the current job. No.
No.
Nope. And I'm okay with that.
But in the past, you have been.
Oh yeah, I actually hired people. Like I interviewed and hired people myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I had a lot of people come in with a lot of like paper, like he said, a lot of degrees and all this stuff, but they didn't have that work ethic. They came in like shorts and stuff for an interview.
Cargo shorts?
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Did they come in with sunglasses on their head?
Oh, for Pete's sake. They hired me.
I know. It's okay.
Password manager depends. If it's an enterprise environment, there's a nice one out there called Secret Server.
Secret Server.
Yeah.
It's free for less than X amount of servers.
Yes, Secret Server. Look it up. As for my personal use, I use LastPass now. I mean, there's other ones out there. I'm sorry, man.
I just use my brain.
I'm with this guy on that.
I can't do
that. But I don't log into a whole lot of stuff and things.
I log into a lot.
I can't trust anything with my password nowadays.
My password's generally my social security number, but that's how we open that. So thanks, Expo.
Oh shit.
It really is.
Are you a manager? None of us are managers. I've been a service manager for a big team of technicians before.
Thanks for stopping in Retro IT. 2 a.m. there.
Woo.
Did you say they were from Russia or something?
I thought Russia was like 3:30.
I don't know.
Brazil's 2 hours ahead.
He uses LastPass, or he or she uses LastPass. They.
What else drives me crazy about the Ren question about like work though is like no communication.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which we answered that in one of our surveys recently, but it really does.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't freaking communicate.
Talk about it.
With you. I just did.
Okay.
It drives me crazy. That's
Good talk.
How long is too long to be on the help desk? I'm scared of becoming a lifer. Well, how long have you been on the help desk?
That's a good question.
Yeah. So like help desk and then technician. Yeah, like help desk is literally like the starting point before it's like tech.
Right.
You know?
It's
so if you're help desk, you shouldn't be on help desk longer than like a couple of years.
You know what? It depends on you and your want and your desire.
Well, I think also part of it probably depends on the environment, because if nobody's leaving the environment, maybe they don't want to promote you. You know what I mean?
But if you don't want to be on the help desk, like you should be trying to get away from help. You know, you should be.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like so,
Just
if
like
you're
any
on help
job.
desk for like 2 years, and they say like the general like turnaround time in IT is like 2 to 4 years. You know,
Sure.
like with a job. So like if you're not moving up, if you're not advancing or whatever, like 2 to 4 years is when you should be finding a new job and moving up. So help desk, 2 to 4 years.
Somebody asked a question. I think it's pretty good. They asked, "How old are you guys?" I'm going to say that's question one, and I'm going to add another question. How long have we been in our roles? How long have we worked at the job that we're at? Okay, so I am 40. Casey is 20. I'll let you.
I am almost 29, but I will say I'm 28.
Zach?
33.
All right. Zach, how long have you been in the position that you're in now? Your actual title right now?
My actual title
Senior
right
technician,
now?
which is senior technician, right?
What? 5 months?
5 months. How long have you worked at the company?
3 years.
So he was worked there 3 years, and for 5 months now he's now moved up to senior technician. Casey, how long have you worked there?
I worked there 6 years in December.
All right. And how long have you been a sysadmin? Well, you're a sysadmin level 2 now.
Sysadmin 2. I honestly
Probably about a
don't
year?
know. I think it's a year.
And then
maybe a year
before
and a half.
that,
it was a sysadmin for another year.
okay.
Year and a half.
Yep. And I've been there 7 years now, I think, or January will be 7 years. I've been I don't even know, sysadmin for a couple years. I don't even know. So it all depends on the environment, like he said.
Yeah.
Who's moving up? Who's moving away? Are there upset sysadmins, or are they moving out? And
I will say in our environment, the way it was in the past was I'm not sure how it was currently or how it is currently, but the way it was in the past is there was no way you were probably going to become a sysadmin unless one left.
right. Oh, and that's the environment at the time.
Right.
Then all of a sudden we didn't have. There was a couple positions open. Things just happen. You have to be at the right place at the right time.
Absolutely.
You don't know. You don't. Yeah. You don't ever know if you're at a place and you think it's never going to happen. I don't know. You got to really take a step back, calm down, think about it. Could be worse. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. Perhaps next month somebody's going to leave and go somewhere else, and then that position opens up.
You absolutely never know when somebody's going to leave.
Yeah. I mean, always when you say that, it like always makes me think of Tim.
LeClaire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because he left. And
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like 2 weeks later. Jeez. Yeah.
How big is your IT team at the hospital?
So they're probably talking about tech-related things. So
We're segregated into different groups of people. We have an application side that handles certain applications, not all applications.
it is definitely IT related, though.
Yeah, definitely IT related. So our whole department is fairly a decent size. It used to be much bigger.
Yeah.
Some things have happened. Organizational stuff
So,
changed.
Let's see.
So if we're counting both sides.
If we're counting both sides, you're doing all right. The stash is on it. Stash is counting.
Granted, Casey and I are not good at math.
I'm gonna say
I'm not good at math either.
And Zach.
I want to say 13 or 14.
You can say names. It's not going to hurt anything. So
No, I'm fine. 13 or 14.
okay, 13 or 14, whatever.
Yeah.
13 or 14.
Now,
that
to
sounds
break that up, on the tech side of things, we have a help desk department.
2 people on the help desk.
There's 2 people help desk. And what we call help desk is people that are answering phones. The first line. Somebody needs help out in our environment. They call this number. One of those 2 people answer. If they don't know the how to fix it, they will move that call to level 1, we call it. Right? And that's a technician. So we have a couple of those. We have 2 of those technicians. If they can't fix it, they will move.
They go to you guys.
Well, they should be going to Zach.
You're supposed to go to this
You're
guy.
supposed
This
to go
guy.
to me.
Because he's our senior technician. Usually he'll get it fixed. If Zach can't fix it, he'll come to us, and we'll give him a hard time for some reason because we have fun with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'll throw a stress ball at his head.
if we can't fix it, we'll direct them to go to the vendor or something, or we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But it's not a very large department anymore. We used to have a lot more.
Yeah, but we get it done.
We get it done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Is i5 with 16 gigabyte RAM good for help desk call center use? Yeah.
For call center use,
Overkill.
what do you need? What do you need that for call center use? Call center, I'm gonna assume you're answering phone calls and putting in tickets. I'm gonna give you an i3 with 4 or 8 gigs of RAM and a standard hard drive.
Standard hard drive. Wow.
All right, it's 2017. You'll get a solid state drive.
All right.
Pursuing.
But it's gonna be an old Samsung solid state drive.
A. Garza is pursuing Microsoft Server Administrator cert and Net Plus cert to gain a better understanding and get a foot in the IT, then going for CCNA. I
wouldn't even go for. Why would you go for a Network Plus and then a CCNA?
Yeah, just if you're gonna do CCNA, hit that up. That's hot. I mean, I don't know. It depends. Every area is different. Every environment's different. The requirements are different. Maybe a person's like goal in the end is different. It's just. It's hard to suggest if it's a good plan or not.
Yeah.
If you feel like it's a good plan, go for it, man.
I get these kind of questions all the time. My name is Kojo, student in Hanover.
Need another beer? I mean,
College, Minnesota. I'm guessing. Thanks for your tutorials for school assignments. A home server with Windows Server 2016.
Sweet.
Good help. Sweet.
Ooh, Optiplex 3040/50. We've used some Optiplexes.
Where should someone coming out of college with an IT degree be placed?
Help desk.
I would agree with that.
Seriously.
Honestly, if you have 0 experience and you're coming out of college with a degree, I absolutely agree with Zach. I think you should go to the help desk and you need to get some hands-on experience.
If you don't have that, how are you going to train others that are coming under you as a sysadmin? Or not under you.
It's all about, you have to do your time in the, in the trenches. You have to do your time in the trenches. And once you do your time, you'll get rewarded and you'll get where you need to be.
Definitely agree with that. It's also, you're in college, which... No, granted, I didn't go to college.
I didn't either.
None of us did.
What's that?
Right, but we've worked with many people who have in the past and currently do, I'm sure.
Nothing against it at all.
Yeah, right.
I mean, if you could do it, do it.
We know what college entails. We know what they learn in the books or on the line with college, Completely different than a business environment. Completely different. Mm-hmm. So somebody coming out of college has no clue what to expect in a business environment. So, I would never, ever in my life, I could never see hiring a college student right out of college as like a sysadmin or, God forbid, a network admin.
That would be
a risk. Shooting yourself
That'd
in
be
the foot.
Such a big risk.
Like a business environment is just like
It's
just completely.
I've had a home lab since I was 8, and I was running like a 500 server ESX farm at home.
Right.
Like what?
See, and if that person came to the interview, right, and they still had the degree, and this person was able to ace through that interview, then yeah,
My parents bought me a sand.
But see, and there's case scenarios out there where I'm sure that some people do graduate right from college and land a sysadmin job or a network admin job.
It just
depends on the environment.
Yeah. So I hate saying like putting people down or trying to say like it's never going to happen.
Our environment, Casey and I pretty much can't move up anymore. To be honest,
that's it.
For us to move up, we would be a manager, and at our environment, to be a manager, it requires degrees, and we don't have degrees. So I mean, it depends on the environment and the requirements.
It's the ceiling, or
yeah. I'm fine with it.
Yeah. I like, I go into work and I do what I like to do every day.
Yeah. I enjoy my
learn
work.
New shit and fix stuff and
give this guy a hard time.
Yeah. Throw stress balls at this guy.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Though Jesse T, do you guys have any techniques that you can share about time management and handling multiple projects at once?
Oh hell to the yeah.
Kanban?
Oh yeah, Kanban Flow.
Give a shout out to Kanban Flow.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, why'd you go with Kanban Flow? Because Kanban Flow has this cool thing where I have my Kanban and he has his Kanban.
Yep.
And then you can make a custom Kanban that pulls in swim lanes from everybody's Kanban.
So Kanban is like I don't know how to explain it, but it's
Find the Kanban.
Kanban. You could just Google it. Kanban. Anyways, it's like a methodology. Okay, and there's different tools. There's different online tools. There's physical boards you can build. Blah blah blah. What we found to work really well is Kanban Flow, FLOW. There's probably a free version.
Yeah, there's a free version. But we used the free version for a little bit.
Yeah,
we pay for it now.
We pay for it now at our hospital or at our environment. Works really well. It's basically a quick way to create like a to-do thing, and then drag it around to like what state it's in.
Right.
Done, not done, whatever. Waiting on something. It's really, 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 really. It works really, really well for me, and I think for Casey.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Basically, you have these like columns set up, and they're called swim lanes or whatever. So basic layout of mine is I recently added one probably a couple months ago called active projects, because I'm like, what's all the shit I'm working on? Let's be honest.
Right.
So I always have like this column that says, oh, here's the 6 active projects I'm working on. I don't have little columns next to them like, am I waiting on somebody? Am I supposed to be doing something, or I don't know, maybe it's almost done or something. So I have the project name and the little parentheses like where it's at. Now I have another one like things I need to do, but I can't do it unless like I get downtime approval from my boss. The other one is pending because I'm waiting on somebody else that's not me. The other one's like stuff I need to do, stuff I'm currently working on, and stuff I finished.
Right.
And it works out phenomenally.
So he has his personal one. Well, it's a personal one, but for the environment, for the company. Yeah. I have my personal one, and then we have a 2017 projects one. Yeah. So that way, when we meet, it is. When we meet with our boss, and we meet every, I don't know, a couple weeks maybe, I don't know, and we go through this Kanban, and we add comments, we add cards, we move them to another section depending on the status. It really works really, really, really well. Yeah. At least. We've struggled for years and years and years to actually come up with a nice time management type of thing or project management. This works really well.
And I think it's really helpful for our boss because they can go into a meeting and then they're like, oh, well, can you do our project? And he's like, no, let me log in and be like, this is all the stuff we're currently working on, guys. Like, I can throw you in the pending column.
Yep. You tell us what you want us to not work on.
Right.
And we'll fill that spot instead of this. Yeah. You know, so it's a good visual.
Right.
Where's your facilities? Your bathroom? I just go in the front door.
Go in the front door. He doesn't want you going through the green room.
Through the green room?
Don't go through the green room.
I won't go through the green room.
You can go down the stairs to the left.
I'll figure it out.
Oh, that's not where I went.
Oh, up the stairs?
Yeah.
That's fine too.
Okay.
The Kennedy's room, bathroom there. I'm smoking carpet weed. Have any of you been in my situation?
No.
No. Do you guys have a weekly IT meeting? We try to.
We try to.
We have a morning meeting.
Though I will say, we used to have a weekly. Before Zach.
BZ,
we did used to have a weekly IT meeting, and I did find it helpful because it was a hour-long dedication meeting. We'd all get in the conference room, and we'd pull up our wiki site, which we mentioned earlier, and there's this page that was customized and it'd pull in things and be like, oh, here's what we accomplished this week, and it was really nice because you'd be like, oh, here is what the sysadmins were doing, because I was a tech at the time, so it would be like, oh, here's what the sysadmins were doing, because I didn't know what they were doing, and I just know I was working on my stuff. They were, I don't know, sitting at their desk all day, doing something. But but now we don't have a weekly IT meeting every day. We kind of have like one every couple weeks between the 3 of us and our boss. I don't know, but otherwise, yeah, we do have a daily one, like a huddle.
Yeah,
and that was
cuddle.
Yeah.
A little cuddle. Yeah. I like our weekly one. A weekly one, we go over our Kanban.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we move the cards around and we make new ones. And then you get all these email alerts because cards get moved. It's weird that you get email alerts when the cards get moved around.
I don't have that set up.
No, it's weird.
Disabled. Somebody was asking about Linux, about if we use it, but we don't really.
We have a handful of Linux servers.
Like 3 or something, don't we?
I will say the Linux servers are not mission critical. That's not to say that they couldn't be, but just in our environment, they're not mission critical. And they honestly they don't really have problems.
It's Linux. Why would it have
Right.
problems? It's not Windows. Windows has all the problems.
All the problems.
Especially because Microsoft doesn't QA their patches.
Oh God,
Jerks.
True.
it's the worst.
There's a lot of patches.
What this guy or this person? What EMR does your hospital use? My company uses eClinical Works. It's the worst. Well,
yours probably is not the worst. I'm not gonna answer that question. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you got to be careful what you're saying.
Yeah.
Move your seat.
All right, I'm trying.
We can't answer
I'm out of
that
here. I'm not coming
question.
back.
I don't know how you get home. So what else we got?
You guys have disaster recovery procedure at your workplace? Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
We actually just recently switched our backup appliances or our backup systems from one company to another. The one we did switch to, I'll just say it, the one we did have before was Unitrends. It worked, it was good, but there was a lot of things that didn't work too well. So we just switched over to oh my God, Checkpoint. No, that's the firewall.
Wow.
It's been a long week,
Have
man.
another.
No, it's been a long week. Okay, that too, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh my God, I am drawing the biggest blank right now. What is the name of our backup appliance now? I can tell you the server name, but I can't. What is it?
I hate when people do that and then I can't remember.
Hold on.
It's like right there on the tip of my tongue too.
I seriously just drew a major blank right now. Anyways, we have a really good backup appliance.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
I can't even think of it.
I feel like remote logging into the server. I can do the web. I can log into the web appliance.
This is terrible. We're not good IT professionals. Shannon's like, where are you at? What are you doing?
What was it? What is it? I can't think of it. I'm trying to think. When Casey comes back, he'll remember.
I know he will too. That's funny. This is gonna drive me nuts.
Casey,
Hey.
what's our backup appliance?
Cohesity.
Cohesity. I knew it started with a C.
God.
I kept thinking Checkpoint.
What?
I kept thinking.
He threw me off because he couldn't think of it.
What was the question? The question was, what is the world's greatest backup appliance?
Right, I agree.
And the answer is Cohesity.
So the question was something about, do we have a disaster recovery plan?
Oh yeah, we do.
So I said we used to have Unitrends, and we moved away from that, and we went to Cohesity. And if you got some money to spend, we paid a pretty penny for this thing, but it's, to protect all of our servers, the way it does, and the way it is to restore these things, it's awesome. Look it up, Cohesity.
I will say, I guess we'll just throw out some general numbers there.
Binary numbers, that's cool. Many companies in the USA don't care about their backup plan until we knock on their doors. It's the guy from Russia.
if you don't have a backup, you're in trouble.
Yes.
So I'll just throw out some numbers on the backup just for the heck of it. So we back up approximately about 130 production servers, and then we archive them to the clouds. But we have on site, we have several weeks of backups.
Yes.
And the appliance handles them very well. I'll say the appliance manages about 1.7 petabytes worth of data, and it has like a 45
That's a lot of bytes.
Yeah.
dedupe rate. It's phenomenal.
How many kilobytes is that?
I
You'd have a calculator.
What's 1.7 petabytes to kilobytes? That's a lot of zeros. I don't know.
I don't even want to know.
But I will say
Look, somebody else uses Sophos.
All right, sweet.
Yeah.
I'm mad at Sophos.
What do they do now?
Well, they screwed up our, encryption.
Oh.
I mean, they're only making it better for us, but they've kind of, screwed us in the meantime. So at least now we can use Microsoft.
Esteban asked, and a lot of the people probably coming in late. What degrees do you guys have? We don't have degrees. Doesn't mean that it's.
I have a degree.
You have a degree.
And whooping your ass.
So he's got a degree in fantasy world.
No degrees here.
I want to make it clear though, just because we don't have degrees doesn't diminish it. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't go for a degree. I'm not the type of person. I can't do the schoolwork. I can't do it. I've tried and I just can't do it. I was never good in school, but I think if you're able to get out there and actually get a degree, you should do it.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. I don't want people to get the wrong idea.
Probably a lot of people out in the long run. Could help you out in the short term for a lot of people too.
But I mean, it just shows you it limits my moving up in my current environment. I can't move up anywhere. If I want to be a manager, it's too bad for me. I can't do it.
And I would say if present me was talking to past me, I would have said, yeah, take the job that they gave you, but do like, I don't know, night classes. Get like an associate's or something.
That's a good point you brought up.
Because the stupid piece of paper that you pay money for is worth a checkbox.
But in a lot of environments, a lot of places, that checkbox means a lot.
Yeah.
And if I was to do it again, if I could, I would definitely try to do that. And I'd probably go into programming.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Yep. Programming.
More dollar signs.
Yeah.
More zeros.
If you guys are on the fence between sysadmin and
programmers,
code it up.
Yep, code it up.
Code all the things.
Code it.
Yep.
Be a security programmer.
Because you don't have to worry about all the stressful stuff. You just go and
Yeah.
say, "How come my code's not working?" You
You'd be
block
like,
a firewall.
turn off UAC.
Oh.
Let me debug this again.
Just
Hold
make me
on.
an admin.
Yeah. What do you mean? You got to be local admin to run this program.
Automatics asked this twice. In a well-established environment such as yours, how often, if ever, do things fall apart? What things? What things do you want to fall apart? Because that's a very vague question.
Yeah, what are you expecting to fall apart?
None of the things fall apart.
Yeah, it's a bad day if I guess.
Although, did we ever find out yesterday why the power went out?
No.
No, it's still like unsure.
So I guess technically,
'Cause that was weird.
yesterday, everything except our infrastructure fell apart because the power went out.
Oh, yeah.
The server room stayed up,
Yeah.
That's a good point.
which
to
is
bring up.
awesome.
I'll say I lost one switch, guys. I lost one switch in the power outage, but it came back up. It was not attached to the UPS, but I will fix that next week during our maintenance.
That's really good though.
Yeah. So we will unplug it during maintenance time, plug it into the UPS.
I mean, just like last year, we probably would have had a lot more drop.
Yeah.
But since then, we've learned what needs to be plugged in the UPS.
And you know how I learned that? Proper alerts. Make sure you have a good alerting system.
That's true.
Yep.
That did pop up, and we're like, "What the hell was that? Why did that show up?"
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird. So the power goes out, and then we get all these alerts from our network to UPSs. They're like, "Oh, power's out here, here, here." And we're like, "Oh, cool."
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys use PowerShell?
PowerShell, all the things.
We have a lot behind the scenes. The cool thing is, once you set it up and you automate it, and we use a lot of PowerShell for automation, you never have to look at it again unless something's not working, and then and it's usually a problem on the other end. Like
They like change a security key or something, so you got to update that. Or
we do a lot of SFTP in and out of the hospital, and we use PowerShell and batch scripts for that. I mean, in combination, and it just it works.
But for PowerShell, apart from the shit ton of automation we do, I do like to look at stats on things, and I love out-grid view. I pipe everything to out-grid view.
Yeah, you do.
I out-grid view all the things.
I don't know.
Yep.
I don't. I did I do it every once in a while if I feel the need. Like I just want to see the data and sort it. You know what I mean? And be able to sort it with different columns.
I just remember our old colleague. He'd be like every time I come to your desk, you have an out-grid view window open. Like,
Uh-oh.
What's going on, Duan Lightfoot? How are you doing, sir?
You guys say go into programming. How well would you assume an IT degree figures in programming? Environment. It really.
You probably just need a computer science degree, right?
With degrees, guys, in my mind, in the end, if you're able to get a degree, get it. If you are, I financially wasn't able to. I can't go to school. I just mentally I can't do the school thing. I just can't. At least in my age now. If I could do it all over again, I would really do it right out of high school. I would.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you for joining, Duan. Duan, he's cool. He's got a YouTube channel.
What's up, Duan?
I think Duan, you're a system admin, right? But he's like really into networking.
Sweet.
He's much like you.
Sounds like Casey.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm not a networking fan. I'll leave that to Casey or somebody else. It's not my cup of tea.
I'll reroute all your megabits.
I don't care what you do. Just get them to where they need to go.
I'm gonna set a route. I'm gonna give your computer a DHCP reservation, and I'm gonna route all of it to nothing.
Okay, thanks, man. But I know enough to be dangerous, so I'll jump in them switches and core switches. And
I'll see if you remember this on Monday when you're like, none of my shit's working.
I'll remember. I'll just watch the stream again. What happened?
He's a system admin and ex-network engineer.
What's up, man? You probably teach us
He's
some
a cool
stuff.
guy. He's good.
Good.
I'm always learning.
Yep.
Learn all the things.
I like him.
Right on. So what's up, Zach?
Hold on, I was looking at something.
Hold up.
There.
Years old.
Oh, a late tuber was looking for a new video from Duan Lightfoot. I think everybody's looking for a new video from Chris Davis.
I was waiting for the latest PowerShell video from Chris Davis.
I was too.
Well, that's just it. I'm building up the anticipation.
I'm surprised nobody on the stream has asked about.
No, you don't have to do that. It's fine. So what's this question?
VTP? Oh, VTP's got to be in transparent mode. You got to turn that shit off, Duan.
You guys use mainframes at the hospital?
Well, it depends what you want to define a mainframe.
Yeah.
We have AS400s.
Yeah.
We have a blade that holds ESX servers, that holds 150 plus servers, which we're migrating soon.
No.
I'm listening, Duan. I'm saying you turn VTP off. That's Cisco best practice.
Oh, here we go. You guys
Uh-oh.
are going to go.
You guys entered this, but what are some of the things
Do you guys have any virtual environments?
We have all the virtual environments.
Yes.
We're all physical.
I don't want to miss this one. JSH asked, not sure if you guys answered this, but what are some of the things you can do to prepare for a help desk position? To prepare for a help desk position at a hospital?
At a hospital? It's the same as anything, really.
Just be passionate about it. When you go in for an interview, just say, yeah, I may not have the experience, but I'm looking for the experience, and I'm willing to learn, and I'll do whatever it takes.
I'll look into this version 3, Duan. I'm not lying. I'll jot that down. I'll look into that on Monday.
All right.
Put it into your Pixel? Put that in.
I'm young enough. It's up here. Version 3.
How many switches we got?
We could see your questions, Glorious.
70 or 90.
All right.
Ask your question again, though, Glorious, because we may have missed it. Yeah, we have lots of virtual servers. We have maybe like 90 now? No.
Virtual servers?
Yeah.
150 plus.
152 virtual
152.
servers? Jeez.
And that's based right now on an old IBM blade that has 6 blades in it.
We're hoping to be on newer hardware here in the next month.
Couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
Yeah.
We really jumped up on virtual servers, I feel like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Virtualize all the things.
Yeah.
Stupid faxing. That's why we have some physical servers. Stupid 1800s technology.
When is
Rant.
that one company taking out that whole rack that you just put another server in?
It's not my fault. That's the only one that had 240 freaking
That's true.
power.
That's true.
Ridiculous. I don't know. Hopefully the next couple weeks.
Really?
I'm gonna say by the end of November.
They're gonna pull
we'll
us
have that
from that,
rack
I think?
turned off.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And then I'm gonna give them to this guy. Or maybe I'll take some of them.
Yeah.
What are you giving
Put the
me?
whole rack back here.
I want a rack.
The in rack.
Heck yeah, I want a rack. That would be perfect.
Actually, the last one is still empty, except it has the old lab server in it. We can pop that
That
sucker out.
is, yeah.
That would actually go perfect right here, since I need to put something right
Yeah.
here.
But it's not on camera, so why would you need to
Oh,
He would turn the camera.
It will be.
So you'd move the camera out.
Yeah.
We use MPLS for one of our connections.
Jesus Lopez asked, "Do you have any VLANs?"
We have all of the VLANs.
We have a lot of
multiple
VLANs,
VLAN,
yeah.
all the things. Your printer VLAN, different server VLAN, this own application VLAN,
His laptop VLAN.
VLAN, VLAN, all of the things.
No,
Let's get a new
we do
computer
have a lot of
VLAN.
VLANs,
Yeah.
and we segregate stuff off.
I got a new
based-
phone. I gotta put that on a different VLAN.
Yeah,
Hold on.
VLANs are nice. VLANs are cool.
Oh.
What would you rate your level of stress, 1 to 10, on a day-to-day basis?
On a
Wow, it varies. It varies greatly.
Yeah.
For me, it varies greatly.
Yeah.
The past couple weeks, I have to say my stress level, if 10 is the worst, my stress level by the end of the day has been like 9.
Wow. I'm sorry about that, buddy.
That's okay.
That's intense.
You know, you play that off pretty good, yeah.
I
Yeah,
do. I
that's
hide
pretty
things a
good
lot.
stress.
Yeah. So like a 9.
That's pretty rough, man.
But okay, maybe not every day. It varies. All right. I'll be all right. I don't need to have a talk or anything.
You need a hug?
I don't know.
I kind of do.
I don't even feel like answering that question because I feel like I've been feeling pretty good the last
Okay.
few weeks.
Well, okay, good for you, buddy.
Probably because I'm down.
I have been on. You know what? That might be a result of it. I've been on call for 2 weeks straight, and that was my
Yeah.
choice. That was my
That's
choice.
Probably,
Yeah.
And I think that really builds it up.
You
I
know,
can't sleep well.
I
and
should
just-
probably check my work phone since I've had it on silent this whole time.
Please call support. 18 times. Oh, it's not.
That was me, Casey.
I'm lying.
Yeah. Oh, I already said, like, I don't know. Like I said, last couple months I've been feeling pretty good on stress. Just because, I don't know.
It goes up and down.
I feel, yeah, it definitely goes up and down. I would say there's been time periods where like I've been at like an 11 out of 10 like for days, and it's just, I don't know. Things are flowing well right now. Things are working well right now, and just,
It goes up and down throughout the day.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, throughout the day.
You know, it'd be at like a friggin' 11 at like, you know, I don't know,
7
10 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm. This one's about to scroll up. Glorious Triple
Oh, yeah.
X Holic.
I have no experience in IT, and I want to start off as an IT help desk because being a Linux sysadmin interests me, but I can't get it because no experience.
Mm.
Well, here's the cool thing about IT that I always thought was really cool about IT is as long as you can get your foot in the door, as long as you start getting experience anywhere, you can literally become whatever you want at some point.
Right.
True story.
And you'll start figuring out what you want to do.
Like you start out as help desk, and then like you start learning networking, and you can become a network engineer at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Like and then you start out as a help desk, and then you start learning Linux, and you can become a Linux admin at some point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then what you become a Linux admin, right? And you're like, oh, I don't like Linux anymore. Fuck this. I want to be a programmer. And that's literally like that's just IT. Like that's just the way that it works.
It's fast paced. It's fast moving.
It is
Fast changing.
And because you have experience, and because you know the field, and because the people who hire you don't understand it, and HR doesn't understand it, and they're reading through all these resumes and stuff, like they're just like, yeah, we'll interview you. And,
Be confident.
yeah, like that's how it works. Because I've seen that happen so many times. Anyway, that's the whole thing.
I don't want to turn this into only like sysadmin type stuff. Talk anything tech.
Yeah.
We have been.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
Forgot.
People have been asking questions.
It's been a long day, man. I had to work today. My stress level was like an 8. No,
Hold
actually
on.
it wasn't. It was like a 4.
I sat next to this guy all day today.
Today was like a 4. I gotta be honest.
There wasn't a whole lot of work going on on both sides.
I had a lot of coffee and some candy.
Probably our boss's boss is watching this right now, and now we're out of a job.
Ooh,
We didn't work
damn
out
it.
for a day.
Damn it. I mean,
He's probably laughing at us. By majoring in cybersecurity, can I become a system admin? You can major in economics and be a system admin. I don't care what you major in. I don't care what your degree is, and you can be an IT.
But if you major in cybersecurity, you'll probably become like a security administrator.
Which is even
But you can
better.
definitely be a sysadmin.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah.
SolarWinds. We use SolarWinds. Dameware.
Dameware. Yeah, that's all we got, Dwan.
Starting to put in these lines that were. Are you worried about losing your job if you fail at a task?
No. I get 2 years of unemployment if I get fired. I am okay with losing my job.
Can you just say if somebody's watching?
Isn't that a thing still? Don't you get 2 years of unemployment?
That's a long time.
I don't know.
It's like an awful long time, and Illinois is broke, man.
I don't. You know what? I stress about it every once in a while, but really, the grand scheme of things, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
I'm gonna say this guy can probably tell you. I say some stupid shit sometimes, and I say some questionable things sometimes.
Yes, I worry for him more. I worry for him more than I do myself.
I get vocal sometimes with vendors.
Not just vendors.
I would never worry about mouthing off to a vendor.
But I can't say I've ever really worried about my job. But I think
his intentions are always
my intentions are for the best of the company.
Mm-hmm.
And if I were to get fired because of something I did, I'd say that's a problem for the company, because my best intention, honestly, I'm speaking right now. Honestly, my best intentions are always for the company, and I want to make my job the easiest for me, and I want to make my job have the best technology. So my heart is with the job I'm at. So if they fire me over something I've said or something, that's a loss for them.
Yep.
So I should be somewhere else.
Agreed.
Yeah. And then there's me. No care. I mean, I don't.
They haven't changed the sign yet.
They took it down.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
What sign?
I don't go on that side of town.
I shouldn't say anything.
Okay, don't say
Okay.
anything.
Oh, look, wait. I hope she's laughing right now.
You have timestamps on?
I don't know.
What's that button? Can you hover over it for a while?
Can you put her in timeout again?
Wow.
I'm gonna have to talk to her about using her real name for YouTube.
Yeah, right?
What's wrong with her?
Not from Maryland, nope.
Good old Maryland, right next to the District of Columbia. It's not a state, Davis.
I don't freaking know. I'm a West Coast person. I'm not an East Coast person. I don't know anything over there.
You're all about.
There's New York or something over there in Florida.
New York City, New York State.
Here's one for you guys, and kind of me, but mostly you guys. Do you guys still deal with customer interaction, or
Absolutely.
is it mostly tech related?
Yeah. Well, we deal with everything. I mean, just walking the halls, you have to deal with just customers or patients.
Yeah.
You know, you have to deal with anybody. I mean, they see you in the hall, and like, hey, I have this problem. Okay, all right, talk to me about it or something.
But I will say, it's probably easier for Chris and I, because we still get phone calls. We don't get as much. But when we do get phone calls, I think we're kind of excited a little bit to get phone calls, because we talk to somebody outside the department, so we're a little more happy.
Yeah, and we're like, it's been a while since I had to do
all like,
this.
oh, sweet, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, let's take a look at this.
Oh, your thing's not turning on?
Yeah,
no,
take a look at this.
I'll be right over there. Let me go.
Shit, you need me to turn your computer on? I'll be right over here.
Hell yeah, we'll do that
This is the
anytime.
easiest thing I've done all week.
Put a ticket in all proudly.
Yeah.
I spent 5-10 minutes on this. I agree, man.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wifey's home.
No.
What are you guys doing?
In this?
No.
Okay.
If you gotta go and help or whatever,
Yeah,
cool.
I mean,
we'll take over.
Yeah.
I'll scroll and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Or he will, 'cause he's closer.
Mm-hmm.
So, what else we got? No, not right coast. Did I say right coast?
I thought you said West Coast.
I thought you
West
said
Coast, East Coast. No,
I don't know.
weird.
You said you're not familiar with the East Coast.
Should you apply in person for a help desk job? You should apply in person whenever possible. Everything is moving towards like being online, it's doing the online thing. But if you can go in person, basically you want to make yourself noticeable. You want to go there and just be an annoyance to them almost, but in a professional way.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, because you want to be.
It's showing some initiative.
Yeah, and they'll remember you. They'll be like,
Yeah.
well, what about that one guy that keeps coming in? What's his name? Oh, the guy with the sunglasses on
the
his
guy
head.
who sent us the box of chocolates.
Oh yeah, yeah,
We like that guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he may do that more often,
Yeah.
more than all the current people that work here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go feed the kids or something. We'll see. Let him do his thing.
Probably.
I feel like I'm not sure what to do.
I don't know. I'd say he wrote down other questions, but These are right on his computer. Oh, he has his mouse.
Hello.
Oh, that's for the other one. Describe your. Let's do that one. Did we cover that one? Describe your troubleshooting methods.
My troubleshooting methods?
Yeah. Let's talk about your troubleshooting methods.
Okay.
Well,
depends on the situation.
Yeah. So okay. So let's say user calls in, and they're all like, I can't print, blah blah blah. All right. Step one in my head is, okay, you can't print something.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ping the printer?
Right.
Yes, I can ping the printer. Let me check the print queues. Okay, the print queues are empty. All right, cool. Let me remote into your computer. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, is there an error message popping up? Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely.
It's just kind of, I don't know, for whatever it is, whenever I'm troubleshooting something, no matter how stupid it is, start at ground zero.
Yep.
I mean, build from there.
Basics. I mean,
yeah.
Don't just jump to the, oh my God, there must be a server
There's
problem.
like 18 servers down.
Yeah.
I don't know, level 3's having an outage. Like these websites. Nah.
Just start from the basics.
Yeah.
Just try to do it from their machine. Maybe log them off, log them back in. I don't know. You know, it depends on the situation.
Yeah. And we like to joke like reboot 3 times, but
yeah,
like
at least reboot once.
Rebooting can fix problems. It's always like I don't know if you guys know. There's this uptime command thingy from Microsoft, so you can download this uptime.exe, drop it in your Windows folder or whatever. So you can get uptime on people's computer. So they're like, so if I talk to an end user like once a month, they're always like, I just rebooted. I'm all like, uptime computer name. And they're like, I'm like, that bitch has been up for 21 days.
Right?
Like, yeah, let's reboot. So, apart from IT, do you guys have any hobbies? Zach has 2,700 hobbies.
He does have way too many, and we always give him crap about it.
But my hobbies are so I'm a creature of habit. So I leave the workplace and then I will go. I will weightlift for about an hour and a half every day, sometimes 2 hours.
You know, that probably gets you calm. Again.
Yeah, sometimes it's a good stress reliever to be like, I just have a shitty day, so I'm gonna go squat all the pounds, or deadlift all the pounds, or do all the stuff. So I'll weightlift as a hobby. I run as a hobby.
You still do that?
Yeah, I just started again.
All right.
So my brother actually got better than me, so I'm trying to get back to the level I was like 3 years ago.
You can beat him again?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So, what about you, Davis?
Every once in a while I get in my workout hobbies, but like it doesn't stick because I hurt myself because I'm old. I do photography, and then I have some side businesses and stuff and dog stuff.
Like that shirt.
Yeah.
Hat.
But yeah, definitely photography, but I don't know. There's a lot going on. What about you, Zach?
Yeah, what are your hobbies?
My hobbies?
We were talking about hobbies.
Right here, we're doing it. It's a hobby.
Is it a bad time to go eat?
No.
Okay.
Go for it.
Downstairs.
Did she bring us food?
Just making sure.
No.
This is the green room.
No,
That's pretty.
Room ain't popping. Hobbies? I don't know. I do this. And shoot photos and shoot videos and.
That's the running joke. You know, Zach always like, I'm gonna take pictures of stuff, and instead of pictures, I always say shoot. So like, you know, he takes pictures of like football games and baseball games. And I'm like, you're gonna go shoot those people.
You gonna shoot those kids today?
I'm just.
Yep, I'm gonna go shoot some kids.
That's where I'm at. Yep. Or like Chris, you know, he photographs his dogs. You know, they jump and do competition. I'm like, you're gonna shoot dogs this week. He's like, I'm gonna shoot all the dogs. We're talking about pictures, guys.
Pictures.
That's where my head's at.
Going to shoot stuff.
Yep.
With the camera.
Yes.
Well,
with a Nikon, which is #1, right?
No, absolutely not. Nikon is not #1.
Huh.
Not in this house.
Huh. Really?
Or garage.
I was gonna say we're in the Nikon sponsored garage. If this was a green screen, I'd be like, Nikon.
No, that was a green screen.
Brought to you by Nikon.
It'd be brought to you by Canon. be brought to you by Canon.
Well, what kind of camera is this? Is this a Nikon?
That's a Logitech. It's a Logitech webcam. But I mean, I could bust out the Canons and the Sony.
Just hold down the button.
Yep. David, Nikon. Duan, get out of here.
See, Duan knows what's up, Nikon.
I'm about to put you in timeout, Duan.
He's not near the mouse, Duan. You're good.
That's all about Canon. Somebody needs to start talking in chat before Davis gets back. Nikon.
That's right.
Nikon.
That's right. The life of IT on a Friday night is if you're not on call, you're gonna unwind and just forget about all the things and
all the things.
Right, Davis.
Right.
Friday night IT is you're not on call.
If
all
you're not
bets
on
are
call.
off.
Yep.
That's right.
That's what it is tonight, right?
That's right.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We don't mess around.
That's right.
Oh God, that looks like a hard question.
Prediction algorithms.
And don't look at the shooting things in the smiley face, though.
Yeah. I was looking at the prediction algorithm. Like, what kind of prediction algorithms? Like for a software package?
I don't know.
Well, I will say, so we're trialing a software application that has machine learning that will tie performance issues to our virtual environment. So I guess that's kind of like a prediction algorithm. Are you talking about that? These guys don't know about it. I just kind of spun it up.
Okay, that's great.
All right.
Yeah. They're like, oh, you probably should document it. I'm like, well, it's a trial. We don't own it, so I'll probably tear it down in 3 weeks. So.
Yeah.
It's Tipley, the virtual machine.
Okay. Yeah. He sets up virtual machines all the time.
It's under infrastructure.
Okay.
I set up virtual machines all the time, too, and then I forget about them.
Yeah, you do.
And then I'm like, hey, do you still need that virtual machine? You're like, no. I'm like, all right, I'm going to delete that.
Go ahead.
Did you open a ticket and fill out the procedure? That Davis and I are very adamant on following to the T.
To the T.
Except you.
Mm-hmm.
For creating a virtual?
Yeah. If you create a server, there's a template, and we have this whole thing.
No, because I feel like the last time I tried to create a virtual machine, there was something missing from it. No, hold on.
Did you guys create a virtual machine like
a
month ago?
Probably. Yeah.
No.
They work great.
Yeah, there's no problems.
No, because this was like 3 months ago. I think.
Oh, 3 months ago.
And then you were like, oh yeah, you got to do this. And I was like, it's not in the wiki though.
Yeah, we could go into the history of the wiki.
Yeah, we should do that. Yeah, that's another story.
Oh man.
Y'all mentioned coding.
I would recommend Python over Java. I hate Java. I'm sorry. Like, I just got these new fiber switches in. You know what the interface is for these fiber channel switches? Fucking Java. It's 2017. Give me like a better command line or HTML5 or something, not a Java applet. I don't have to deal with that shit. I'm sorry. I can't handle Java right now.
How do you go about finding an independent IT person for a small business? Who would you suggest? Not the company that starts with. Never mind. There's less than 4 letters though.
They're less than 4 letters.
Not that company. Right, Davis?
Yes.
Leon, Raymond, I would say you should learn Linux, and I would say it would be a great benefit to you. And
absolutely,
if you want to get into like I'm willing to bet that a lot of the Fortune 100 and the Fortune 500 companies use a lot of Linux machines,
mm-hmm.
and especially if you want to get into web-related companies,
yes.
like the Face Space and the MyBook and all that stuff. They're probably all about Linux, so I would say
probably the Lugal. I bet Lugal.
Lugal,
probably.
Yeah. Linux is a good thing to learn. So I would think it would be a great benefit, and it pays way more than a Windows admin.
Yeah. There are a lot of Windows admins out there.
Yeah.
Red hat. What about blue hat?
What about green hat?
Yes, I can speak to the bilingual question because I'm from Southern California, where I lived about 10 minutes from the border of Mexico. And I remember one job interview I went to was for UPS. They asked, because we have a lot of Spanish-only speaking customers, which is still on our side of the country, you know, how would you communicate with them? And I'm like, I thought I answered it pretty good, but I didn't know Spanish. I didn't get the job. That was the only, I think that was the only place I interviewed. No, there's 2 places. It was one of 2 places I've ever interviewed, and I didn't get a job. And I think it had to do with because I wasn't bilingual. So it depends on where you're at.
So yeah, probably if you're in the United States, you probably get like an A++ if you spoke Spanish. With
Yeah,
English.
but like out here, nobody asks you, nobody cares.
Or if you're up in the UP, if you spoke French.
Okay.
Those Canadians.
Not all the Canadians speak French.
Yeah, just from Quebec, right?
Yeah, it's one of the parts of the
I
Canadian.
don't know. They're all nice anyway.
They are.
It's fine.
It's true, they are very nice.
Oh, I grew up
Especially the doctors that we have that are from Canada, they're so
Oh yeah,
nice.
they're the nicest.
Especially my friend Drew. He's not
He's
a
not
doctor.
a doctor.
I
He
just
is-
said he's not a doctor.
He is super nice.
But he's the nicest
He's
guy.
the nicest guy I think I've ever
He
met.
is. He
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
I tell Courtney that all the time. He's such a sweetheart.
He is.
That guy.
We should get him on here.
How could you ever get mad?
Yeah.
He'd be like, right? Right? Like, yeah. No.
Drew,
Right.
we don't need another printer, right?
Oh. What version of Windows do we have at the hospital? Oh, we have.
XP.
All XP.
You talking
No,
servers or
I'm-
clients? Clients we have 7. Server we have 2003, just a handful. I mean,
No, we
Just
do.
kidding.
We do. They're lazy.
there's a few that are very secure right now. Don't worry about it. And then we have some 2008, a lot of 2008 R2s and a couple of 2012s.
You know, I looked at the report the other day.
Mhm.
So 2008 R2 is definitely leading the pack,
Right.
but honestly, like 2012 R2 is freaking high.
Sweet. Good.
I'm excited.
Let's
about
keep it
I look
going.
at the numbers.
Yeah.
We get our daily. Chris and I and Zach. I don't know if Zach looks at it, but we get our daily report of like
vCenter.
our virtual environment, and it tells you the OS summaries at the bottom. And yeah, 2012 R2 is creeping up there. And they're like, "Why aren't you guys on 2016 yet?" I'm like, because we're a hospital and we don't have money and we don't have resources to buy shit and stuff. So we're getting there.
I really want Server 2016 because it's a start menu. That's the only reason why I want it. I hate Server 2012. It's so annoying. So annoying.
I'm really not looking forward to Windows 10.
Yeah, Jish.
That's
Are you
what
supposed to be
I said.
Josh without an O? I don't know. When do you guys update to Windows 10, if ever, for clients?
Oh, soon, I hope.
So the hope,
Next year.
yeah, let's lay that out. So the hope is, what Zach said, we're definitely hoping to move to Windows 10 in 2018. Luckily, Windows 7 is still supported for another couple of years. But we're really hoping to move to Windows 10 in 2018. We have resources lined up for laying out our image and policy and testing and all that stuff. So 2018 is what we're really hoping for Windows 10. But it's
Right.
I can't wait.
there's
to start
definitely
working
going to
on
be
it.
some fun challenges I think involved with that.
Oh, there will be.
It's going to be fun. I'm actually looking forward to that.
Are you?
I'm looking forward to working on that.
I'm not at all.
I-
You can
Costanza
take that
says
project.
they're doing LTSB on Windows 10. And I'll tell you, I'm with you in that I also wanted to implement LTSB, but
It's not recommended.
it is definitely not recommended, and I feel like it's going to bite us in the ass.
Mhm.
And a lot of other enterprise versions, I think, are going with like CB or CBD or whatever. And I'm going to, against my better judgment, I'm going to stay away from LTSB, even though it is extremely like intoxicating. Like we have none of the Metro shit, none of the Cortana. So
But we should be able to disable a lot of that. Anyway.
yeah, group policy, all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Group policy for life.
Yep, group policy, all the things.
That'll be fine.
Yeah,
It'll
Windows
just
10 will be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll just be
It's been out
a
for a while.
big learning process.
Yeah.
You know, because it's
I'm getting to the point in my age. I don't want change. I'm old. I'm getting to that point. It's weird how you grow up and you just,
look at Top Dog. He just started working, or she, I don't know, just started working in IT company, going to be taking 901 exam Tuesday, whatever. Only making $12 an hour. Been there for a month. My boss said we can reevaluate my pay in a month. Working in an IT company,
What is your title right now?
Yeah, top dog. Can you give us a little more information?
In your environment.
Like how many users are you supporting?
I'm doing about A+ level work, but a lot of it. Hope you guys.
Are you like a PC repair technician or like enterprise support or kind of what are you doing?
That person said just wait for all the nurses and doctors to complain. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
They complain anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you mean my iPad has a 1-minute timeout? This is bullshit.
They already complain about 5 minutes. I'm like, you just deal with it. Like,
Come on, how
you can't make everybody happy
Yeah.
with
you
the same
support
setting.
mobile devices at the hospital?
Unfortunately,
Yeah, we just kind of started.
he's our mobile device. This is this guy
Zach,
right there.
mobile device administrator
And it's
extraordinaire.
been. I gotta say, from this past year, I have seen a huge change in your role.
Yeah, I
mean,
agree.
really.
Absolutely.
90% of the time, it seems like you're stressing or not stressing. You're dealing with the mobile device
No, I'd say
manager.
he's stressed enough about
Yeah, she's stressing. We're also implementing.
I'm getting pissed because iPad Zach, PCT Zach. No, you. Can you see what it is first?
No.
Can you get some more info?
What the hell?
So we just had
there
a
we
fail. Okay, we're back.
Never mind.
Fail.
There's no fail.
Edit that
here.
out.
Yeah.
No, edits.
Live.
Live.
Shit.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta start bleeping when you say stupid stuff. Bleep, 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 bleep.
Well, that goes back to what we were talking about earlier with what would we hate the most?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's circle,
Mhm.
full circle.
Bleep.
All the circles.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So yeah.
iPad? Zach.
Man. Is this a mobile device? Let me transfer you to Zach.
Yeah.
Oh, he's off today. That's okay.
Oh, let me email Zach.
You said something about a flip phone? Zach.
This uses
Hey, I got that
cellular
call too,
connection,
man.
Zach.
What?
I got that call too.
I know. I didn't get a call about it. I'm just saying.
I know.
I just thought it was funny.
I know.
I'm surprised I didn't get it.
Oh, so Top Dog says he works for MSP. He's the $12 an hour guy.
Okay.
I will say, Top Dog, if you work for an MSP, I can't say I've ever worked for an MSP, but I've heard horror stories about how you learn all the experience at an MSP, and it is a very stressful environment, and things are always breaking. And for my heart, I feel like you should make more than $12 an hour. But I don't.
You know.
The MSPs don't really pay a lot.
They probably don't.
They don't. But the great thing about an MSP is that you get all of that experience.
Yeah,
and
the
you-
experience is going to help you out in the long
Clutch.
run. Yeah. Oh, building computers. General PC maintenance.
I mean, you could ask for the world, but
You know, it also depends where you work. Like,
depends on the location.
I mean, if you're working, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like $12 an hour is low. For that.
For sure. Though.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But I mean, depends on the area too. So
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah. It goes back to our thing where you got to survive the trenches, get the experience, and move to greener pastures. And that's great. You learn every day because you can use that for the next job you're going to move to because you're not going to be at that MSP forever.
the guy from Russia says that you look like you could be a good hacker. He wants you to join them.
The stash,
Sweet.
man.
I'm all about it. Can I be a white hat hacker, or do I have to be a malicious hacker?
Probably not. They're from Russia.
That's fine.
What's that one
Whatever.
TV show you started watching?
Mr. Robot?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
show is awesome.
I stopped watching it though.
It just came out with season 3, bro.
Yeah,
Really?
it did.
Season 2 was kind of weird though. I
Yeah.
mean, season 1 was definitely.
Maybe that's where I
season
started.
1 was really good and trippy, but season 2 was
I
just.
think
kinda
I started
weird.
falling off in season 2. I think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
Yep.
so he says some people make $50K plus salary at the same place that you work, and doing
Doing
the
the
same
same
thing.
job?
Yeah, they're doing
Yeah.
the same job you are.
Yeah, is it
Yeah,
the same
there's,
job
there's a
title?
lot of follow-up
Whew.
questions here.
Mr. Robot is so good. I haven't watched the new season.
I got it on there. First 2 or 3 episodes.
Check it out.
Hey,
I haven't watched anything lately.
Were we gonna do a surprise giveaway today?
Wait, what?
Oh god.
I don't feel like getting up though and carrying
Alright.
that thing over here. So.
You
See
definitely
you later.
Yeah, try to get away. We can give away one of those switches.
So Top Dog. Yeah.
Who, you gonna ship it for free?
No, those work, except for the one that was bad.
Oh.
Just wipe it first.
Does every field start at help desk? No, but
No.
it's not a bad place to start because you get a good sense of the people calling in for the actual help. So even if you start off as a programmer at a job somewhere, or you end up as a programmer, at least you understand and you feel the pain from the end users from the help desk perspective, because it really does. I think it can play a big role in your long term.
If you have the passion and the willing to learn at the help desk, you will get out of the help desk.
Absolutely.
You will not be stuck at the help desk. The people that are stuck at the help desk are the people that want to be stuck at the help desk.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah. But they'll also complain about it.
And they won't want to fix the issues they complain about.
You never know who's watching. Just bubble that a little bit.
What?
Nothing. Nice watch.
What was that, Davis?
Hey, how's it going? Hey, no problem.
What?
Glorious triple.
There's never no tickets. What?
What? No.
No, what do
do?
you guys do when there's no tickets in free time? There's
Whoa,
never
whoa,
no
whoa.
tickets. There's never no tickets.
We log into our ticketing system right now. There's at least 300 tickets there. Doesn't mean it's all tickets that are waiting for us or that are, but the entire IT department, including some outside vendors that somewhat work.
So,
When there's no tickets to work on, there's projects.
yeah, I'll say
Cleaning up.
So Monday through Thursday is your work tickets, answer help desk, blah blah blah. Friday is your I'm gonna document things, maybe work on. Friday is your I'm gonna document things and
Not change anything.
and I'm gonna work on like cool things that I think might benefit the company, but they don't have a use right now. But I'm gonna try and develop them to pitch the idea or something.
Yeah.
Friday's also the day that you bother Zach all day long and say, hey, we should do a live stream tonight? Hey, we should do a live stream tonight. So 7 o'clock, hey, I'm going to send you an invite all day long. These guys are like,
That's
hey,
what we did today.
Yeah, we
yeah.
pretty much did that a
all
lot.
day.
I also did some minor very minuscule documentation.
Yeah, I did some other work. I don't remember
But
at this point.
I feel like I did
We
things
did
today.
a lot of harassing of this guy.
Yes.
today.
there's
Yeah.
a lot
And because of
harassment.
that, now we are
Yeah,
having
we've
a
been
good
here.
time tonight
and we're
on
answering
Friday
all
night.
your questions.
Yeah,
all the questions.
All the questions.
I should play an ad. Play an ad.
You can play an ad?
Play an
Really?
ad.
How do you do that?
Huh.
Do you just click play an ad?
Monetization disabled.
Huh.
Oh.
Man, you ain't making no money.
Man, I
off
thought
this.
we were going to be making you all kinds of money.
That's
tonight.
weird because the stash has a minimum like money
Right.
requirement.
And you still gotta pay the
You have
stash.
to pay the stash, right?
Right.
Can't believe I didn't monetize this.
Huh.
Oh well.
Ridiculous. Yes, Ren, this is still going.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, it's still going. How
Have you had to do work in an active surgery room?
Yes,
This guy
This
probably
guy.
has.
Not me.
I have.
I can't say I have.
I have.
I think I went into a room like 20 minutes probably after a surgery.
I've been in it before, and I don't think I've been in it after. No.
Did they have them spliced open back? Or?
So it was
Probably
really,
be careful what you say. I'm just saying.
Well,
Right, I know. I'm just saying.
right. I mean, I can't. Yeah, I know.
I know, you know.
Well, they were just
Give
like.
MRN, SSN.
DOB.
Oh, well, they were just like, no, look, because I could say, like, they're just like, I wouldn't, please don't, like, look over for, confidential, I was like,
What, I'm going to recognize that
Don't
guy's
worry.
nipple?
or sliced open something.
well,
you know?
but no, I was like, don't worry, I'm not going to look over, because if I look over, I'm going to pass out, and you're going to have 2 patients in here. Because, like, seriously, why am I going to look over?
We're not built
when
for
there's
that
a
kind of
surgery?
stuff. I'm not
Like,
built for that.
Yeah, no, it was, the computer, it wasn't, like, displaying, the striker stuff.
Do you use SCCM?
We just talked about SCCM. Was
This
it today
week,
or was it
this-
yesterday?
I think yesterday.
I don't know. No, we do not use SCCM. Why? We don't have the money for it. 2, it's really cool, but we don't have the money for it. 3, we use another product called Spec Ops. I'll plug Spec Ops.
Please hold while we play this ad.
Brought to you by Spec Ops. So Spec Ops is an application that lays on top of MDT.
There's an ad playing right now.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Does it like queue up what he's
Yeah.
saying, or do you have to wait for the ad to play?
I don't know. I'm sure. Keep that. Oh, Based on some of your viewers will see an ad. Keep on streaming.
Keep on streaming. Okay.
I didn't know that I could really play an ad.
So no, we don't.
I apologize for the ad. Keep on going with Spec Ops.
No, we don't use SSCM. We use Spec Ops, which we use to Spec Ops. We push out MSI and executables for like application installs, and it also lays on top of MDT, which we use to push out our OS installs and server installs. So it works
boot
really
from
cool.
Pixie Boot right there.
Yeah,
images.
Pixie lays on top of MDT WDS. You know, it's cheaper than SCCM, so we have Spec Ops and WSUS and supplement of SCCM. It works really well.
Josh asked, how much time do you guys spend outside of work learning in hours per week? Zach?
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Casey?
I do, but not. Hours per week, maybe like outside of work, like 2, 3.
You got a lot going on too.
But I mean, I do a lot of reading. You know, like I spend a lot of time on Reddit reading and like YouTube videos and stuff.
Casey?
It just depends on the week. I always try and get home. Like I said, I'm a creature of habit, so I'm usually gym, dinner, and then I lay around on my ass and I kind of I browse the internet, Reddit, and I kind of try and stay current with like exploits and new cool stuff coming up, and so let's just average half hour. I don't know, probably 7 hours a week or something.
Me, the past couple years, probably not much. The end. I used to do a lot at home. But
you gotta try and stay current.
You do. Yeah. Tell us some weird situations.
This stream sponsored by Microsoft. That's funny. I should play another ad. Just kidding.
A Microsoft ad for Xbox?
No. S2000, S2K. What was your question?
There's just a lot going on there.
Was your question answered? I don't know. What was your question?
I don't know.
Please repeat your question, and we will think about answering it. So is their username supposed to read S2000, S2000?
Oh. That's a car.
Is it?
It's a Honda.
Who makes it? Honda?
S2000s, they're pretty badass little cars.
No shit.
Well, they fix them up, they're fast.
Is it a Suzuki?
No, it's a
What
Honda.
do you mean you forgot?
You forgot your question.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Then yes, we answered your question.
Yeah, we answered
it. Was clear.
Rewatch the stream.
We answered it. Good luck scrolling up. We answered it.
Yeah. Multiple times.
Yeah.
I think we spent 30 minutes on it.
Yeah, actually, we may have deleted it because it was just too informative.
That top dog person's been doing SharePoint admin work and granting users.
No shit.
Mm.
SharePoint admin, huh?
This stuff is beyond their pay scale.
I'm gonna say yes.
SharePoint
For
is
$12 an hour. I mean,
Yeah.
SharePoint is out there, man. I've never.
Top dog. What state are you working in? Can you give me that?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
SharePoint is a whole different
Davis, where do you see yourself in 5, 10, 15 years?
world. Me?
Freaking retired being a dog jumper extraordinaire.
I'm actually already 40. I don't know. 5 years, I don't know. Probably still here. Being a sysadmin, maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to be a manager, so I'll probably stay here. 10 years, I don't know. 15, who the hell knows? I don't know. It's very questionable, man, for me. Talk to these guys over here.
Top dog, you still didn't tell me what state you work in. Maybe you work
There's
in.
a delay.
There's a delay.
Man,
I played an ad.
That's true.
I may have gotten that ad.
I'll be back.
What? Hold on. Oh, San Diego. You're making $12 an hour in San Diego? Shit. You should be making like $30 an hour in San Diego. Yeah. Davis, isn't cost of living expensive? He left.
He'll be back.
Ah, shit. San Diego.
He'll come back.
Yeah, you're way underpaid
Crazy.
in San Diego.
My lord.
Also, do you guys...
There's a lot of crying going on over there.
Oh, okay.
Kennedy or the baby?
Davis, if you're a SharePoint admin in
right.
San Diego, how much should you be making?
I have no idea.
Not $12 an hour.
It's been 10 years since I've been to San Diego.
Oh.
Yeah, but let's go back to like 1995.
I was
when
a
you were in San
copier
Diego.
technician back then.
Right.
I don't know, a lot?
A lot.
Maybe?
Let's go back to 1985.
Well, what's the cost of
and we were
living
like,
in San
no,
Diego?
A lot.
You need to be making 6 figures in San Diego?
I wouldn't be. I was not anywhere near that as a 10-year copier technician, as a service manager, and as all those.
All right, so let's say you should probably be making like $30 an hour in San Diego.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
It probably costs, you know, like $800,000 for like a...
It probably does.
For like
Though you should probably look on Glassdoor. I would double check Glassdoor, but I'm gonna say like you should be making like $30 an hour, man.
Yeah, look on Glassdoor and then talk to your.
I know you're super entry, but man, San Diego is high cost of living.
Yeah.
You know, you're an hour from the beach, or I don't know. Are you on the beach? I don't know. I was in California night once. It was nice.
I've never been to
It was
California.
beautiful. Don't go. You won't come back.
I want to go.
We'll have to replace you.
But I went to Mexico. And
It's not the same.
Oh.
Yeah.
California doesn't have any water.
True, they're all thirsty.
And they're on fire.
You're either on fire or you're thirsty. Yeah.
God.
Yeah. I feel like we missed some good questions.
I don't know. Do you have any plans of moving up the ladder?
Not unless, no. My plans for moving up the ladder are, I constantly think about going back to the school and getting an associate's, because it's like 2 years of my life and probably like $15,000 that I probably won't ever see. But I think about getting an associate's or a bachelor's. Probably associates will probably happen. I like to keep thinking that. So if I'm going to move up the ladder in my current environment, I need to get one of those degrees, and somebody probably needs to leave or retire. So, but honestly, right now I'm actually pretty happy where I'm at, because I come into work every day, and I love doing new stuff and troubleshooting the stupid stuff, and I don't know, I still learn things and keep up to date and stuff. So, yep. Jack?
Not at my job.
Yeah.
Not at yeah. Not at the hospital.
Yep.
No. I don't have plans of moving up further.
Yeah.
There.
Though Eduardo asked earlier something about XP, and I'm just like, get off XP. Please don't be using XP.
Yeah.
What version of Office Pack should you use? 2010, because it's still supported. We are definitely able to move to higher versions. It is on a lower list of priorities because Office 2010 is still supported in security patch.
For a while, I think.
And everybody
still
loves
works great.
Yeah. Yep.
And it looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I noticed with all the vendors, when they remote in and they share their screen,
Yeah.
they're all using the latest and greatest everything. It's like, why?
I don't know. Some of them have been on 2010.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. But no, like
lot
you
of
said,
them.
like 98% of them are like
Yeah.
2013.
For a second, I'm a little jealous, but then at the end of the day,
Yeah, I use it at home. I'm like,
oh, do you?
use it.
Yeah, I know.
Which one are you looking at?
Jana Sheffield? Help desk.
Help desk, Jana. Yep.
Help desk.
Help desk. And as we said earlier, get in the help desk, learn as much as you can, try and solve as much as you can, try and retain as much as you can, and yeah, help desk is your
Help
friend
desk.
for entry level.
Yep. Nothing wrong with help desk.
Do we have a security department?
No.
Yeah.
I think.
Us.
I think as the senior IT technician and the sysadmins, I think we kind of double as security. We kind of. I think it's our job to question everything and say, is this a good idea? Because it's like a bad security idea. So somebody's going to need to override that.
I think we do that a lot.
Yeah, we were always like, no, why would you do that?
Disclose salaries.
We do that like very often.
Yeah.
And then people get like upset about that.
Yeah.
Thing.
That's
all
right.
It's like, no, well, it's just a bad
It's the
idea.
nature of the beast.
Yeah.
It's like not a good idea.
Like,
we shouldn't be doing this.
Do you
Right.
want to allow all the ransomware in?
Yeah.
Because that's how you allow all the ransomware in.
I think we're all, the three of us are, I think more so me and you. You're a little bit, you stay out of things a little bit more.
Depends on the day.
It depends on the day and the
Yeah, I
stress
guess.
level.
But we tend to like, we just want to shut everybody down all the time.
Yeah, you guys do.
The answer is no.
But it, you know, I think
we're not being unreasonable.
You got to have a
we're
balance.
not. Well,
You got to keep
Yes
the
and
user
no.
in check.
You're going to have your administration who just wants stuff done, and then you got to have the people that are actually in the reality of things and saying, okay, yeah, I understand you want to do that, but it's not the right thing to do. And,
Right.
and somewhere you're going to be in the middle. It's just the nature of the beast.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, we won't disclose your
I always want to
salaries.
say no.
Hey guys, what's the best way for someone to learn material needed to pass the A+ exam? I haven't taken the A+ exam since 1999. Sounds so long ago, so I
That
can't help you with
was.
that.
That was like 18 years ago, dude.
Hey, I studied by myself. I studied by myself. I actually, on my headboard of my thing, I had like notes. I would read them and then I go to bed. I
Yeah.
was
Can you tell me
hardcore.
about IRQ channels?
Yep, IRQ 13 was, I think, for the mouse. I think serial mouse. I'm serious. I'm not joking. It's embedded.
Can somebody on the YouTube fact check him right now?
IRQ 13, is that for the mouse? I think it doubles as a mouse and something else. I could be totally wrong.
Is IRQ 13 for the mouse?
Okay, I found this on the web for IRQ 13 for the mouse.
Thanks, Siri.
I could be wrong, guys.
Stupid ads.
And
This was,
floating point.
huh?
IRQ 12
For the
is
mouse?
PS2 mouse.
12.
I said cereal.
We're taking your certificate back.
That was 1999.
All right. You were close. You were one number off. All right, we'll give you that.
I've never had to use that even back then.
Right. That's why I've never taken an A+.
IRQ
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just
But that's why I've never.
yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you mean.
I don't disregard that.
Mm.
Should someone with a degree in IT push for certs? There are a lot of really valuable certs out there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There are a lot
Education,
of certs that I would
education.
love to get that I mean, if I had the time.
You should see if your employer pays for the certs, because that would be a benefit to you.
Yeah, for
to
sure.
spend that free time to learn that information and have them pay for you to get learned.
I'm pretty sure 13 was for the mouse.
It's not.
No, we looked it up.
That
It's
was,
12.
but that's newer stuff. Let me see.
What do you mean newer stuff?
I don't know. Just wait a minute.
It's an IRQ number, bro.
Hey, don't worry about me.
I have never had a problem with IRQ numbers.
I'm gonna say 1999 IRQ.
Pete's sake.
You guys go ahead. I'm just doing my
Unbelievable.
thing. Hold on.
Are we welcome to binary number vulnerability testing? I will say we do yearly third-party vulnerability testing
Where's 13?
because you don't know what you don't know. So if you can get a third party to test your system and find how you're stupid and everything, that would be phenomenal. So probably not open to you do it because you sound like you know your shit and you're probably, I don't know, hopefully you'll help us out. But we do have third parties that do test our systems yearly. So.
Their employer gets $500 a year for certs.
Ooh,
I'll be all
that'd
over
be
that.
sweet. Yeah.
That would actually encourage me to be like, all right,
Alright.
you're gonna pay for it. Let's do it.
Give me all the monies.
Right?
Yes.
Great. There's so many certs. There's so many good
All
certs.
the certs. Yeah.
So
Yes.
many good certs.
I'm
You
not-
know, maybe, if you guys think you're not good at IT, maybe be a project manager. Just be like, I take
Businesses
like
need
18
that.
conference calls a day and I tell people, do your fucking job.
And there's a cert for that.
Yeah.
It's like Project
I'm
Plus.
I think I have the book. I gave it to
You know what? Just get over it.
I gave it to my kid like back in
it's
1999. I'm telling you.
It's
I don't know,
IRQ
man.
channel is 12.
I don't know.
12, bro.
I don't know. We'll see about that.
12. God.
Hunter, you get experience at the help desk, sir.
Yep.
We will keep preaching the help desk as a place to get your battle scars.
Help desk can quickly branch you off
Yeah.
to who the hell knows what. You got to start there though, and it
Yeah.
doesn't have to last a long time. It could be weeks. It could be months.
Yeah, you could be there for like 6 months, and
Yep.
then they're all like, "Man, you're retaining knowledge. You're fixing stuff."
And all the other people
Yeah.
left the company, so
Yeah.
you could be the one.
Yeah, you can get it like some kind of internship or go volunteer places. Like that type of stuff is really good to get like experience, put on your resume,
Absolutely.
land some type of.
Yeah,
Leave it alone.
I fixed it. Look at that. Look at
You
that. I
did
just
fix
fixed it. Look at the stream now. Look.
It
If I
does
let
look
go,
good. You can't even
see
tell.
that? Let go. Put it
No,
back.
I don't know what I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
it's
just
just
looks
one
like a
solid wall
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
brick. I'm about to tag it up with some spray paint.
Hey guys, what do you think it'd be cool if you had a whiteboard wall that we could draw on?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till I get my lights.
Nah, everybody in this chat's saying it'd be cool. Like, oh yeah, it'd be sweet if you had a whiteboard wall.
No, I don't want to draw on it. I don't want to write on it. I'm like, what do I write here? I got nothing to write.
Yeah.
Everybody's leaving now.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you know? How can you tell?
Yeah.
Does nobody say anything?
I can see it here.
How many?
Watching.
How many watching?
Oh yeah.
23.
That's still a good amount.
Yeah.
I know, but it's been at like 30, 35.
Oh, has it?
I don't know.
Still great people.
I think it'd be weird if the help desk doesn't want to hire no experienced people because I feel like the help. Honestly, I feel like the help desk is a no experience kind of position.
Help
Because
desk is hard. It could be hard.
It is.
Hey, look at what B-Weave 10 said. You want me to highlight
Well,
that?
PS2 mouse. The interrupt is reserved for
Oh,
PS2 mouse
shit.
on a machine with PS2 mouse is not used. The interrupt can be used for other peripherals such as network card. Okay. Huh. Oh,
What's up, Linda?
Hey.
What are you
hello. You need help?
We'll get some dinner. Will you take him for a minute?
doing? Yeah.
Some
Absolutely.
dinner, girl. It's 9:30 at night.
What are you getting? Because I'm hungry. I didn't eat nothing.
Do you have any of those coupons?
Yeah, they're in my
Have you
car.
ever gotten
You wanna get me a Subway?
the roast beef, or you get a meatball sandwich with roast beef on top?
No.
Oh, you're missing out.
Never had that.
Yeah, it's good times.
Oh, IT babies joining the stream.
Ooh,
Yep.
IT baby.
In the house.
Anybody have any questions for IT baby?
I'll never
You might
forget
be
when.
driving.
Huh? That's alright.
You should get the roast beef with meatball, or it's the meatball with roast beef.
Did you get yours toasted?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. It's like $9.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's delicious.
All your meals are expensive.
Yeah, I eat a lot of
Food.
food.
You
make
do.
my sandwich, please? Yes, please.
It'd be great. You create a Bandy and Flow work chart. We need experience to pick up the
He's
phone.
like, no.
He's like, what's going on?
But I do have to
Right
say-
here.
Help desk could be stressful,
Oh, it is very stressful.
especially like at a place like our environment. There's
Yeah.
so many different systems, and help desk has to hear questions and upset people about different systems, and it puts them in a bind. So it's hard.
Yeah, the help desk takes all the verbal abuse.
Mhm.
My first real job was 5 years I spent. The last like 3 years or whatever it was, it was probably like 4. I don't know. It's not relevant. Anyway, 12 hours a day I answered the phone for an ISP, and it was rough. People yell. People are angry.
Mhm.
Help desk is very stressful, but
Oh yeah.
if you take the help desk as a learning opportunity,
Mhm.
you will learn a lot of things.
Yep.
And it will flourish your career.
You'll learn a lot of things about the environment, and you'll have the experience to deal with different situations. And there's all kinds of situations in there.
Not yet. Say, Chris, you know what's funny? Your face.
My face. Oh, I know, but he's looking at Zach or Casey. Well,
Nah, he's looking at you.
Well, no, he just. There he goes.
What's up, dude? Does he have an IT like career question? Once he gone?
Shit. You know what I want?
He wants the meatball with roast beef.
No, I don't want. No. Tuna, bro.
Have you ever got the crab?
No.
She shut her door when you said tuna, so she's gonna get you the
She knows
meatball
what
with
I
roast
want.
beef.
I get the same thing all the time from Subway.
Your wife better know what you want.
She knows what I want. She already knows who this is. Silent dough.
Oh wait, IRQ 13 floating point unit coprocessor. This is reserved for the integrated floating point unit. It's never available for
How are you
peripherals.
still on this, bro?
I don't know
And
why
no, IT
13.
Baby does not have an
Why does
iPhone.
13 stick in my head? Maybe the Friday.
But he's got a Pixel 2. No, he doesn't.
He does not have a pixel. Why? I don't know why my face is only blurry. But
The
my-
camera only focuses on good-looking faces.
There you go.
Just had to throw it in there. Isn't that what you enabled her?
Yeah,
to
he's
do?
laughing too. Yeah, that's right.
Everybody's laughing. Oh, now you're,
here we go.
Oh, for
Let's
Pete's sake, what
turn-
are you doing?
disabling
Oh, now
the
it's all
good-looking.
blurry forever. Oh,
Oh man.
jeez. Yeah, that's good.
There you go.
Yeah, that's nice.
Unblurry all the faces.
That's probably why. You guys are so cool. We are so cool.
Mm-hmm.
It is cooling down. It was hot today.
Yeah. we walked out of work. I'm like, I don't want to wear pants.
Yeah, you did say that.
And it's October 20th in the Midwest.
It's crazy.
Usually it's freezing.
Right. It's almost Halloween.
Yeah, usually on Halloween you're like seeing your breath and you're like, oh, I'm so cold.
Yeah. Yeah, like that.
It's about ready to snow on Halloween and stuff.
Yeah. Thanks, global warming.
It's up there. Way up there at the top. Hey man, I got a question about almost 2 years. Blah, blah.
How much do I need to get ready? Oh, it's
You're
gone.
just gone. Sorry, man. We too slow. Oh, man. So,
Look at that.
what?
Oh,
Illinois, make sure you turn off your location for best practice.
uh-oh.
That's cool, man. Hey, come on
Hold on,
down.
we're gonna make sure that's accurate.
I'm down for anything. Let's go. I know,
You
right?
gotta click on the map button.
Oh, yeah, look at the dot.
But that's just showing me, isn't it?
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know how all this
I don't know,
works.
maybe that's the one over there.
It's almost taking too much time to even think about it.
Nah.
Yeah, but how would it know your location? Well, I guess it could. Yeah.
I don't know. Is that right?
You tell them, IT baby.
Help desk is where you start.
I don't know. Is that how it works?
We should probably.
Would you just...
You're clicking around like you know what you're doing.
I don't.
Have you even used the computer?
Yeah.
No.
You know this
I
is.
don't know.
Can you launch Netscape Navigator, please?
Ooh.
I don't think he even knows what that is.
What? Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
know
know what
Netscape-
Netscape Navigator is?
IT baby's gonna grow up on Windows 95 with Netscape Navigator.
Heck yeah. He's like, I'm gonna use it.
He's gonna be like, what is this? Oh, this is nothing like my iPad.
Oh,
Oh.
well, here. Let's do this.
So, just so you guys know, we're looking at a screen, a computer
Yeah.
screen with Google Chrome open, 1,400 emails now on Gmail.
Yeah.
Come on.
Somebody doesn't know how to mark his read messages.
Right, or just, he doesn't do the inbox zero method.
Yeah.
Inbox zero is
Yeah, let's talk about inbox
Let's
zero.
talk about inbox
Since
zero.
we don't have the questions
Right,
available.
since we can't see anything going
Can
on.
you hit the backspace for me?
No.
No, is that backspace or delete? Is that function delete like in a Mac?
No.
Okay.
You just hit it.
I hit it.
So Davis,
Huh.
what do you think about inbox zero?
Inbox zero is a great methodology or process or workflow because it basically says, hey, at the end of each day, your email inbox should be at 0, or that's the goal.
Yeah.
It's not always going to be at 0. My personal ones are at 0 most of the time, unless there's
Mine are,
something
yeah.
pending.
I guess it's like if you're all like, okay, all of you have work jobs with corporate emails. You're like, oh, how many of you guys have like 400 emails in there?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
How
So
many
you-
what?
400 emails.
400 emails every
Yeah,
day?
in your inbox.
No, you don't have inbox. We don't. We're just doing an
Yeah,
example.
we're just doing it.
Oh.
We do inbox 0.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So what you do, the basic gist is, so you have your top folder that says inbox, and then below it you make your subfolders. I do a underscore processed, and then if I'm a part of any distribution lists, I'll make a folder for each distribution list I'm a part of. So I'll filter that out with Outlook. I'll say, hey, if this is sent to this distribution list, go to the distribution list folder.
Good one.
Because then it's not necessarily for me,
Right.
but it might be, so I'll check it. So ideally, if something goes to the inbox, it's either directly for me,
Mhm.
or it's like a stupid marketing email, or I'm a part of the email thread. But here's how the flow is: the email shows up in my inbox. I read it and I say, "Do I have to do anything?" Yes, it stays in the inbox. No, it goes to my process folder.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm the same way, except if I don't have to do anything, if it's just junk, I just delete. I delete a lot now. Same thing. If it's something I have to respond to or do something with, I leave it in my inbox until I do it, and I try to do it right then and there. If I can't do it right then and there, it stays in my inbox. By the end of the day, I kind of try to go through them. Maybe in the morning, I'll try to go through them. And my goal is always to get it to only a handful
Yeah.
of emails in there.
No scroll bar.
No scroll bar.
No
Exactly.
scroll bar.
Yep. Yep. Anyways, that was inbox 0.
Yeah, inbox 0 is cool. So
Read up on it. There's different ways you can do it, but it works.
organizing your inbox is really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Binary number, keep putting my coordinates in there.
Oh, cool. Whatever.
And I'm from Illinois, but
Illinois.
Illinois. It's ill.
Illinois.
Everybody can look at my links and then find that I'm from Illinois.
Illinois.
That's fine. Come on down. Say hi.
Yeah, hang out.
We're from the Illinois.
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 Nobody wants to be here. It's Broke State.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be where we're at either. We're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on out here. You don't want to grow up out here. Not saying anything bad, but I'm just saying, you know.
Casey grew up out here, though.
That's true, I did.
You turned out all right.
Yeah. That's
Some people turned out all right out here.
Rare cases.
Not all of them, no. There's some weirdos out here.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Tips. What kind of tips are you looking for?
Don't eat yellow snow. Oh. I guess there could be people around here that don't know what snow is.
Yes.
Oh,
IT
taped
baby,
to the.
do not eat yellow
I was gonna
snow.
bring the tips thing over, but it's taped down.
Grab it.
Okay.
That's weird.
Oh, yeah.
There's some tips.
There's some tips.
I hope that
You guys can leave like a, you guys can tip me. It's called a super chat. You guys can tip us. Send a super chat. If you just click on the little money icon, you can send us a super chat.
Super chat.
Send $1 or $2 or 200.
S2000, S2K 1000. We talked about this a little earlier, but I'll rehash since we don't have any new questions.
Sure.
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Our hospital, we use a wide variety of operating systems.
I think Windows ME is our most used operating system.
Windows ME is our favorite legacy operating system we use for servers.
We have a couple Game Boys.
Yeah. I'll just say this. As system administrators, we always want to be on the most current supported Microsoft operating system in case shit ever hits a fan. But due to money constraints and stuff like that, that's not always what we get. So we deal with what we can.
Mm-hmm.
But we always want to be on the latest and greatest, so we always have somebody to talk to in case we run out of knowledge.
If it was up to us, we'd always be on the latest and greatest, but a lot of it's the vendors, the money, the hospital can't afford the new software, the new servers to support the new software.
Yeah. Okay, you flat out asked 2016. No, we do not have any 2016 yet. 2018 we will. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you want to be in the live stream?
Yeah, come on in.
Come on and say hi.
Check it out. What's up? I don't have any of my dog shit today.
Hi.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
We got all the kids now.
Yep.
We're missing Macy, but almost all the kids.
We got IT baby.
Yeah, IT
We got
baby.
Kennedy.
IT
All
guy.
good. Yep.
She's like, computers, what's that?
Is this the internet?
Internet.
Is this real?
She doesn't know anything about the internet.
No? I think she
Did
does.
you know it's a series of tubes invented by Al Gore?
I don't care.
Right. Good answer.
It's fine,
That's a
right?
really good answer.
I feel like I do, but I can't remember right now.
Because there's this big, my thing exploded.
What thing exploded?
My pillow.
Does your mom know it
And now,
exploded?
yes. And then there's a bunch of little foam things everywhere. And I might as well get my slime so I can pick it all up and then it's just going to be in my slime.
You should pick it up with the vacuum.
It's on the table.
Is A+ enough to get your first help desk job?
Use the vacuum
Sure.
hose.
Nah,
I don't know
that's
where.
just a waste.
I gotta think of where your slimes are at.
If you can get an A+, get it. If you can get your N+, get it. If you get a Security Plus, get it. If you get your Linux Plus, get
I'd
it.
use the vacuum. For
Depends
now.
on what
I
you
don't
want,
know where
man.
they're at.
I'm just gonna
I always say
Okay.
education trumps everything, but experiences it depends on the person, it depends on the situation, depends on who you know, depends on the time of year, depends on the environment.
Yeah.
If you could get educated, get yourself educated.
Get educated.
Educated. Yeah, A+ would help you get a job, yes. You don't.
Like,
it's not a requirement.
This person at
Most
least
people.
knows computer hardware,
Right.
and they know the basics.
And they could go and they can study and they can take a test, a technical test, and pass it. So.
Oh, the IT kid. Actually, everybody knows about the IT kid.
Yeah, it's the IT baby.
Oh, they can hear the sirens.
Oh yeah.
We don't live
That's
in a big
crazy.
city out here.
Yeah,
it's weird. It's is there that many sirens out here? I live Casey and I live about a half hour away from him.
Yeah.
He lives like 5 minutes from our work.
Yeah. Let's be honest, guys. The sirens are. It's probably like one person got pulled over and all the cops are bored, so they're going to the scene of the crime.
And
somebody is probably driving their tractor drunk.
We spit up. And we do live near the hospital that we work at, so there could be ambulances taking patients to the hospital.
And I always say sirens equals money, which equals job security.
Job security is good, guys.
True story.
Yep.
Why are you spitting up on me, bro? This is why you don't have babies, because they spit up on you. So for all you young people.
That's why I get a degree. You know, hey, Jesus, it depends on where you live, depends on a lot. I mean, out here, if you try to get a job out here, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's different than like in a big city where there's a lot of possible opportunities.
Yeah.
So it depends on where you live.
Out here specifically.
Here specifically, there's not a lot of good IT opportunities.
There's no IT opportunities.
No, it's very difficult out here. So
IT out here.
What's that?
Right.
Everybody out here probably has an MSP.
Certs alone can help people. It depends. Every situation's different. Every interview's different. Every company's different.
Yep.
The more you can get, I think, the better. But get your experience however you can.
Does your job require you to remote from home? Yes. If you are on call, you are a remote support technician.
I might have to remote in at any moment right now.
That's true. This guy's on call.
What's up?
And if you are a remote technician, you want to make sure your organization provides you with good remote tools. Like,
yes.
Do they provide you with a cell phone that gives you a hotspot to remote in, or do they reimburse you for internet connectivity, or do they provide you with good tools to remote in and resolve issues and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Costa Naza.
Yes.
You said it perfectly right there. Everyone's path is different. 100% agree. 100% agree. Well, I think you're about to eat there, mister.
Right, IT baby?
I think we'll get out of your hair.
IT baby's doing like the shuffle.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm pissed.
He's doing the hammer dance.
He's like, where's my boob milk?
Boob milk just got here. Boob milk just pulled in, buddy. There's boob milk. There she is.
He just ate the second I brought him on.
No, I know. We were just kidding.
Oh.
You got the meatball with roast beef, right?
I hope not.
Zachary.
What? Oh, Max, we're all about the PowerShell, sir.
Oh, yes. PowerShell is very, very strongly encouraged to learn at our place.
Power all the shells. Automation is
If you were to say, what would you do with a shell? What would you do?
I would power it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, me too.
Yeah. Power all the shells.
IT mommy gonna say hi?
Hello.
Provider.
Oh,
mommy.
provided by Subway.
Brought to you by Subway.
Oh, it's upside down.
You'll figure this out one day, Katie.
Eat
Does that
fresh.
say
Your
why?
hair looks
I don't know.
okay. Make sure your shirt looks okay. Say
My
hi.
hair, really.
Subway,
My
eat
hair was
fresh.
terrible. I just pulled it out of a ponytail.
Say hi.
Hola, ¿cómo
Wifey.
estás? There it is. There's
There's
the
a
hand.
hand.
You gotta say
She's
hi.
real.
Because you work at the hospital with us.
She does work at the hospital
Yeah.
with us.
Part of the clinic.
We all work at the
You're
hospital.
a profit generator.
Yeah, you're a provider. You're a PITA.
And we provide service to the providers. Right?
These are mine.
Jeremy finally fixed my computer because somebody wouldn't for like a year.
You don't fix your wife's computer.
Wow, Zach.
Wow.
My office that had like a short in it because like the
You
cable.
never told me anything.
Jeremy's
like
doing a good
4
job,
times.
right?
Yeah,
Jeremy's
yeah,
doing a really
yeah.
good
That
job.
like
Good job.
4 times that you like came to look at my
You
computer.
did not tell me nothing about
I'm gonna have to give him wow. Jeremy, thanks for fixing Courtney's computer when her husband wouldn't do it.
But she did it right?
Yeah.
She didn't go around the
Yeah,
help
she
desk.
did. Thanks for using proper systems.
We appreciate
Actually,
that.
he was in my office. I was like, hey, what's wrong with my computer? Fix it.
Yeah.
I said, okay.
She never said anything
And
to
then
me
he brought
about
me
it.
a new one. He's like, I'm like, I think there's a short now. I told Zach to fix it before, but he
No,
never
she
did.
did not. Lying.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
she
Bubba,
She
hey.
wouldn't come onto the internet
Hi.
and lie.
Yeah,
Right?
she would. Hi. Hi. What are you doing?
Maybe mom wanted to go to sleep.
So you didn't get a meatball roast beef sandwich?
No, I don't want meatball. Or roast beef.
He does nasty
You're
sandwich.
missing out, man.
He does tuna.
Ooh. Oh yeah, you did say tuna. You gotta try the crab sometime. Crab's legit.
From Subway?
Yeah.
Oh.
They
I
don't
didn't know
have
they had
it.
it one time.
They only have it at the one by the.
Rock Falls has the tab. Yeah.
Oh
Crab.
yeah, they have it by the highway. Dixon.
The highway?
Yeah.
The 88?
I don't
They do
trust
call it
gas-
highways out here.
I don't trust gas.
It's not a
stations
highway, it's
that
an
way.
interstate.
No, this is a highway.
No, the 88's an
Interstate.
interstate.
Okay, whatever.
It's a highway 88.
It
I
is
call
a highway too, like Route 30 or
It's
26.
an interstate because it's I-88.
And it goes,
And it goes
between
through
states.
Iowa and
whatever.
Illinois. It's all about the eyes.
Yeah.
We call them freeways.
The 405.
The 405, the 8, the 5, the 15.
The 1. Oh boy.
I can't handle you guys.
Well, I think we're going to probably...
I've dealt with you guys too long today.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's just beginning, my friend.
Yeah.
You could do this all the time.
All
I
day.
think I'd have to pay you guys.
I'll take money.
Shit.
I'm not going to stop you from
Means I'd have to
paying.
turn on
Remember, YouTube.
monetization.
Yeah, this is
If you're
recorded,
good
right?
at something, never do it for free.
Right. Oh, I heard
Yeah.
that today.
Yeah.
I think you said that.
I probably did.
Costanza says
Log in your bathroom time.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look at Costanza says they take the 405 every
You know,
day.
they need a blue name. They've been very active today.
The blue name
Costanza?
means that they can, like,
Kick people.
yeah.
And
no.
ban 'em?
Oh, well,
Put
they've
in
been very
timeouts?
active today. I'm just pointing that out.
You know, you should
Well, I
start doing
appreciate
that.
that.
Anybody really active, like providing
Yeah.
very active stuff, can be like different.
And then
colors.
you can enter the active people into a drawing. to
Ooh,
win
for a
free-
3D printer.
Yeah.
Are we giving one away tonight?
We should.
No.
But wait, there's more.
No more.
Oh man.
No say.
Did you want to give this microphone away?
No.
Maybe give the tip jar away?
How about the tip jar?
Nobody gave any tips.
We've been providing tips
Yeah.
all night, sir.
Yeah.
We've been providing tips, but nobody on the chat has been
That's
providing
okay.
tips.
That's accurate.
That's
But that's
all right.
okay, because we're here to help.
We are
We
here
are
to help.
Yeah.
We're here to help.
Yeah.
We say that a lot.
We do say that.
Yeah.
We're here to
But
help.
So,
I say that in my videos all the time. We're here to help.
it's just modus operandi.
Here to help. But nobody knows what Super Chat is here. But that's okay. We're here to help.
We're here to help. We're here to help.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gents. I don't know.
2 hours and 36 minutes.
Wow, that was pretty
Wow. Yeah, that was a good stint.
good. It was.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Wow.
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 I give you guys a wow. Thanks to Chris and Casey for coming over to my house Friday night, doing a live stream,
Oh yeah.
providing lots of tips.
All the tips.
You really begged us a lot to come
You
over
did.
Oh
here
my
tonight.
god.
Like, towards the end, like, he was almost crying.
Yeah.
Like, please, guys. I
And
need
we're like just look at him and go, what?
Well, I mean.
Yeah, it's, you
yes,
know, I don't
I
know.
mean,
Can we like come over early? And he's like, you can do whatever you
I
want.
got
Just
a
come
green
over
room
here.
set up for you guys.
Maybe it didn't work out exactly like that, but it was pretty close. You could picture it, right?
Yeah.
I can picture it.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
I think he's really fried on us.
Yeah. He's not going to talk
Get
to us.
out, please.
Yeah.
Get in
He's
your
not
truck
going to
and
talk to us
go.
till like Wednesday.
Right. It worked.
Yeah.
High five. Yes. We're just kidding. It was a good night.
Talking about Monday, he's going to walk in and be like, Jack, how are you? Good
I'm
morning.
not going
He's
to talk to
be like,
Davis on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
You don't talk to
or
me
next
at all.
Monday.
You never talk to me anyways. You're like,
Yeah. But next week, those days I'm not talking to you. On
You're
Wed-
like-
on
you-
Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
or Monday. And then you come in and you're like, I say, hey, good morning, Zach. I'm glad you're here today. And
And
you're
that
like,
gives you the figure.
and he's just quiet.
yeah. Yeah, he just starts sitting down and typing. All right. All right.
When's our next live chat?
Chat? We're just doing a live chat?
When's our next live stream?
I don't know.
Dude, you just beg us whenever you want.
I don't know. I gotta beg these guys for the next one, apparently.
And then your people talk to my people. We'll set something up.
Tanya, when can I steal your husband?
Oh, man. She's still watching?
Yeah, I wonder, is she still in there?
I can't believe she made it as long as she did.
She's
I
probably
don't
still
know.
watching. She's
I
probably
don't
reading
know.
her
She probably
Outlander
has enough
books.
of you during the day.
Yeah.
She probably just
Yes.
like has just been listening or something.
Yeah.
Probably. She heard her name right now. She's like,
I just said
what?
the word Outlander, so she's probably like, what? All about it.
Outlander.
Yeah.
Didn't they make a movie?
No, it's a
My
TV
brother.
series on Stars. They're on season 3.
Oh. Really?
It's this thing about time travel
Yeah.
and medieval. I
My
don't know.
brother is all
Yeah.
It's nerdy.
Yeah.
I know that. I guess she's not
It's no
watching.
Game of Thrones.
I don't even know why you would.
Oh, she is here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, honey.
Hey, honey.
Wow.
Hey, honey.
Look at that. Using proper grammar. and
Casey was
everything.
talking about wanting to shop at Walmart from now on. I'm just saying.
No, we're going to continue to shop at Aldi.
Okay.
Oh, she
Take him anytime. All right.
I'm available for live chats all the time.
All right.
Streams, not just
Yeah.
chats.
Yeah, I have to ask Shannon. Shannon didn't watch.
Yeah.
I think she did because she was like,
See? Hashtag Aldi like. Yep.
please.
Why was Shannon talking crap?
She said something about you sounding muffled.
You need a better mic and something about 4K HDR webcam.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that was
I mean,
mentioned.
that one does 1080p.
Never
Yeah,
kept
but you know
straight.
4K's out, right?
Yeah, I just need a better processor because I can't stream.
You need to get a
live
Mac
TV.
with an i9.
Yeah. I just bought this thing. It cost me an arm and a leg.
I see all your arms
They're
and
all
legs.
there. I 3D printed these.
Ooh. Yeah,
What?
he does
What'd you-
3D print.
What?
What?
Did
An
you
arm
say
and
give
leg.
away 3D printer?
That's what I heard. Tonight, we're giving away.
Whoa.
Nothing. We're giving away tips based on whatever tips you guys give us.
All the tips.
No,
Tips, tips, tips.
Yes.
No, we've given enough tips.
All right, ladies
But all
and
right,
gents.
I think that's it. I think that's all we got. We've
Yeah, I'm pretty
answered a
fried
ton of
right now.
questions.
Yeah, we've been on the line all the night.
All the
I remember
night.
that one video. You're like, I don't like the internets or something. Remember that?
No.
It was his video of
Oh,
the,
was
when
it?
we were doing the thing-mabobber and the sun and the moon was blocking it and stuff, or the, something like that.
The
Remember?
eclipse?
The eclipse, yeah.
You know the Eclipse video? Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I don't like the internet.
No, I said, like, for as good as I am about laptops, I don't know shit about computers.
You did say that, but you also said something about internet, not knowing.
I don't know.
All right, that's
All right,
all we
ladies.
got for tonight. So thank you everybody for joining and staying on as long as some people have. And
Yeah.
Tanya, thanks for joining. You're very swell for that.
Yep.
Enjoy the Outlander.
Yes.
Thanks, ladies and gents.
Sorry you have to deal with Casey in his face.
It happens.
Yeah, it's.
And
But the
that's
mustache is here
I
now.
deal with it
Things will
every
be
day.
better.
Unfortunately, it's pretty
Yeah.
rough. I gotta say.
Please do these more often. If these guys beg me to do this again, we will do it again.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Peace out. You
Peace
count
out.
down.
I don't know what you do.
Time.
Whatever, stupid moron loser.
I probably shouldn't do signs online.
No, you probably shouldn't make a shot.
We're gonna have gangbangers coming over here right now, man.
Oh shit.
Hey, I'm down. Let's do it.